Your mother. Hey, you dive on them.
Yeah, just wild activity. Wild as hell.
I was say, your mother. Let's get this out your way. Your mother. The fuck? Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, Brass, but that's, you know what I mean? Like I said, the Uncle Tom shit, like, I wouldn't even trip off of that. Too heavy.
No.
Because, listen,
bro.
The pseudo killers get called Uncle Toms for trying to bring correct knowledge. You dig what I'm saying? So obviously, we must be doing something right.
Yeah, but the nigga, he not qualified to call nobody no motherfucking pseudo. I mean, no motherfucking
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom. And the thing is, the shit that don't
it's wild because this
Uncle
is back
Tom
to
is
school
calling me a
shopping
bitch
week.
ass nigga. Like I don't know, DQ, Logic. Like he looked just for, and this is what I mean by these niggas' identities got to be tied to these people.
What's good? What's good?
Because he think when I'm talking about them that I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about him. I'm trying to figure out. Uncle Tom ain't no shit you get to say. It just ain't no shit you get to say. It's just not. You don't get to say that. You don't get to just be like, yo, natural, what's the name? And then think the next day it was the sun about to be, yeah, what's up? How you doing, guys? What's up? Like I don't know if that shit bothered you. Maybe y'all just used to this shit on
that shit definitely bothered the fuck out
Uncle
of me.
Uncle Tom is some wild shit. That's some wild.
That's not a term I really play with, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I tell that story. I tell that story all the time. Like the matter of fact, the fact that you and Chef were able to survive Donald Trump, that's a clear indicator that you can actually get on their nerves. You could pester the shit out of them, poke some fun at them, and not lose respect. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like how do I can't even gauge what you meant by that other than you were trying to be disrespectful. Because if it was a joke, ain't nobody laughing.
That's what this was all
you know
about.
What I'm saying? If it were a joke, like we all know how to crack some jokes. I'm sure that he done gave us plenty of material for some jokes. But like what you said, that ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not. I mean, let's be honest. Like, Unc does not have he don't got access to really hurt me like that. But it's a shame to see that a conversation like this will bring that out of you. Like it really say more about you than to do me. You feel me? So whatever y'all do, man, I'm rocking with it. If it's time to go there, it's time to go there.
I was just about to ask, like, you know me, I'm solution based. What we doing moving forward? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just getting to work. We live right now. I'm changing the name of the channel right now. Setting up the fantasy draft right now. I ain't about to get into that because to me, every time there's progress in this community, or there seems to be something, I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say, I wish everybody would just work together. You know what I mean? Or try to figure out a way to collaborate and get to where they got to get. I ain't about to be that guy, but I'm gonna take a second, right? I'm gonna take a second, but I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna attack the shit with work because every time that shit slows up progress. I'm sure that the Egyptian at the height of the Egyptian conversations when niggas started name calling, and probably right when they could have capitalized on it with a debate, or they could have capitalized on it with a book, or capitalized on it with some good content, some fire shit that maybe would have brought some economy into the community. They started name calling each other, and then the shit was like, because that name calling shit really don't got a lot of, it don't have a lot of, I agree with Chef right there. The name calling shit don't have a lot of potential. Like it's almost like throwing water on something. You think you're doing something when you do that, but what you actually do is you take sensible niggas and niggas that's looking for the business, or people that's coming to watch. They don't really want to log on to see that per se. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not an interest. That's not something that they care about. So that's where, for what we're trying to do, that don't make sense. I just gotta address certain things because when certain things don't make sense, I gotta address it. I'm telling y'all right now, and I'm gonna say this as indirect as I can without getting down in the mud. If somebody call y'all a Uncle Tom on a live and it's a link, I'm gonna go on that bitch and address it. And if it's no link, I'm gonna address that shit in the chat. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm just gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. So now, if you know what I'm gonna do, know what I expect. And if you feel like my expectations ain't shit, cool. Cool. But we in business together. So allowing a nigga, you can't stop a nigga from saying some shit. But you damn sure can't co-sign the shit and think you about to wake up and we just about to be, you know, today's Monday or Tuesday. Like we ain't doing that. So you can take that for what it is. It ain't no threat. It ain't no nothing. But that bothers me more than that. Because I know I'm attacking the identity. Unc says I stand on the shoulders of these people. When we critique their legacies and they word it as an attack, he thinks I'm attacking him because his identity is intertwined. That Egyptian identity, that's intertwined in them. John Henry Clark, he think it's not Francis Cress Welsing, but it is. Francis Cress Welsing, Diop, all of them. So when you critique their legacy, it's gonna cut him personally because he thinks like that standing on the shoulders, like it's damn near osmosis. You trying to protect like you. And then now when we go and now critique his legacy, now is something else. Now it's like you attacking you. Oh, you guys are attacking them, and now you're attacking that, and now you got the nerve to attack me. Now it's like a war on all fronts, and then you get niggas is Uncle Tom. So that shit is easy to kind of put together. The other shit, I don't understand, DQ. The other shit, I don't understand logic.
Man, at this point, he basically standing on Charles Murray's shoulders. Let's just be real about it, yo. We can see that the relationship between what he's saying and what Charles Murray's saying a lot closer than what he's saying and what Martin Luther King's saying. So if you standing on anybody's shoulders, you standing on Charles Murray's shoulders.
Who the hell
Of course
pushed Martin Luther King out the way to stand on Dr. Ben's shoulders?
This
I don't know.
You already know my this is my stance on it. I'm a zoom out. I ain't about to be even in depth as logic is. I don't give a rat's ass. You just tell me what content we doing, I'm gonna be right there to put it out. So that's it. I don't give a flying fuck. Like Corey said, when the name calling come out, that's the kitchen sink. You know what I'm saying? When what we say when they get the grandma, that's the kitchen sink. We way past the kitchen sink. Everything done got through. So I don't pay attention to none of it now. Now I feel like it's inflammatory phrases to get a reaction. You know what I'm saying? And when I know that you're just saying stuff to try to get a reaction out of me, I ignore you even more. So, you know, that's my tactic. That's how I look at it. But you already know I'm rocking and rolling with whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do the work. I got
100.
you. I feel you. I'm gonna just do the work. We live right now. Changing the name of the channel right now. Don't forget that that what's the name? I'm doing the lottery tomorrow night for the fantasy.
I just can't get out of my head that we some kind of way we got here because we decided to critique Francis Cress Welsing. That's nuts.
But that's how it works in this community, bro. It'd be one thing, but it's gonna the field goal is going to get moved. Like we need to invent a field goal moving mechanism because it always happens every conversation. A prime example yesterday, we was talking about cults. We ended up on Jesus Christ. We were talking about New Wapians and we ended up on Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? The goalposts get moved. We was talking about Francis Cress Welsing. Now we at all out war, getting called Uncle Tom's and shit. So that's normal. I guess I just seen the trends over years, bro, and I'm just numb to it. So yeah.
Well, I haven't.
No, I feel you,
And when
brother.
you call
You
a nigga
always
Uncle,
had
when
new
you call a
eyes.
black man an Uncle Tom, nigga, especially another black man calling a black man a fucking Uncle Tom, that's your risk. That goes back to what Corey said. You still saying your mama at 60 years old?
Well,
You still doing that?
who is he directing that to?
All of us.
Oh, he called all of us. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get
His context basically was just the fact that we challenging black scholars.
Go challenge
Some kind of way he would like to frame that as if he only talking about Chief X, but I ain't hear Chief X name.
Okay, I'm gonna say I didn't even know.
We the one who was challenging Francis Cress Wells and then
Yeah.
Exactly.
Naeem and them. The Chief X wasn't even in the conversation.
But I'm seeing ghosts.
See, I gotta go back and read the damn chat. What the hell? What the helly?
Yeah. Play that shit. I mean, we can name things.
They done pissed my boy Brass off.
Yeah, didn't you learn that as a child? Bro, do you know sometimes, most times when I sit back and I mute my mic and I listen to the defense, when we make a claim, we state a premise, and I start listening to the defense, as they're talking, do y'all not get the feeling that they trying to convince themselves versus convince us? It's like I almost think when we talk about this shit, I feel like they're not even. It gets to a point where they go so far back, 600,000 years ago, doctrinal discovery and all this other shit. When they start doing all of that, if you just don't stop, like if we all left the Discord chat and they stayed, they probably would still be talking because they're trying to sort this out themselves. Standing on the shoulders of Dr. Ben or standing on the shoulders of Benjamin, that ain't something, that's not a prideful thing. That ain't even some shit you supposed to say out loud.
Right. Right. Ain't nobody in science standing on the shoulders of Dr. Ben. Not nobody.
My whole thing is just learning evolution from Youssef, right? It's not been right? But
that nigga said Youssef, bro.
This nigga Corey is funny as
You
shit.
are sick. That's that nigga said learning evolution from Youssef. Like, bro, and the funny thing is that what's that lady name you always bring up, Corey?
Miss Pemberton. Miss Pemberton.
No. The real lady. The real lady that was talking to
Mary Lefferts.
Yeah, that was talking to Youssef.
That's my hero.
She sound crazy until you hear Youssef. And then you like, oh yeah, we do need her. Now you would wish it was somebody black that would correct Youssef. But
now Lefkowitz talked to Diop.
No, that was
she talked to him too.
All right, baby.
She was talking about really like her book when she wrote that book. She was talking about the whole African Studies department at the university, and the shit that they was.
You out of there.
You went to the Matrix.
Bro, y'all gotta check that video out. That brother who narrated that video, he done his due diligence.
Oh, the Chief X video.
Check that video out.
Watch that video. That's why I asked him who narrated this shit.
He restreamed that from somebody else's channel, but it was good information. I appreciate you doing that.
So I don't know. I don't even know how to respond. And you know what's crazy, bro?
They didn't piss my boy off.
That's the first time I've ever been called an Uncle Tom. You know how wild that is? To live this amount of time on the earth, and the first time I get called Uncle Tom is from a nigga named Uncle Keck. Like you, the Egyptian, like the black African power, you calling niggas Toms? You bugging out. I wish we was live.
the chat. He in the chat now. I guess he see the y'all posting pictures. He need to hit this link. We need to see how he talk about Chief X.
What? You saying is on in the chat on YouTube?
No, I'll chat.
I can't talk to him. I can't talk to him right now. It would just be bad.
No, he gonna tell you he was talking about.
I don't even want to hear that. That would make it worse. That would make
He probably gonna jump in here.
He called him this morning to say he's talking about Chief X. If he told me that, that would actually make it worse.
Well, I know he was talking about me specifically.
He ain't never gonna say your name though, Chef.
Because
he gonna say Corey and Chief X.
No, because I was definitely one of the ones on Dr. Ben here for not having for lying on his resume.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, so I mean, why do I supposed to accept that? You feel me? Like, I'm not going to accept. We supposed to be accepting excellence. You know what I mean? Not a nigga who didn't have no degrees. You feel me? That means you're not qualified to be teaching at no motherfucking college. Now, when you hear Dr. Ben, you recognize he wasn't qualified. You know what I mean? He might have been smart. Yeah, I can see that. I can listen. Nigga know some shit. He's smart, but he ain't qualified. It's two different things. You feel me? I'm smart, but I ain't qualified to do certain shit. You know what I mean? Half you niggas smart as a motherfucker. Don't mean y'all qualified to do certain shit. You know what I mean? Nigga, I can drive my ass off. I'm not qualified to be a motherfucking truck driver, though. I'm not qualified. I don't have the qualifications. You know what I mean? Can't drive a motherfucking 18-wheeler like Smalls, but I could drive my ass off. You know what I mean? You give me a motherfucking a 5 Series Mercedes Benz, and I'ma push that bitch like a motherfucker. But I'm not qualified to motherfucking drive a goddamn 18-wheeler. You know what I mean? Dr. Ben was smart. You could talk to him at the coffee shop and learn some shit from him. But he wasn't qualified to be teaching at no motherfucking college. You know what I mean? Fuck that. He had an extensive library. Okay. That means that he was a avid reader. You know what I mean? Don't mean he qualified to be teaching my child at some fucking Ivy League school that I'm paying $20-something thousand a year back in 1980 for her to go to. He don't supposed to be teaching there. Not the unqualified nigga. Fuck that.
That's absolutely right. I cut hair like a motherfucker, but I am not a licensed barber.
You're not qualified.
No, I'm not qualified. I am not a licensed barber. I give a mean taper, but if I fuck up, don't be mad at me.
Right.
Hey, Smalls, you sound a lot better today, Smallsy.
That nigga got some sweet, nigga.
Yeah, I'm telling you, boy. Last night, boy, you was in this bitch.
Y'all think y'all don't really understand, but Kepler is a motherfucker. That I cannot take that and then talk to y'all. So I know it ain't. I had conversations with Smalls. It ain't alcohol. It ain't drugs. It's when you don't, even if you don't take the medication, when you get sleepy, or you get or you ain't got a lot of sleep, and you took it yesterday, it just fucks you over. So I can hear it in his voice. So that's why it wasn't no alcohol or drugs. It was just that Kepler.
I tell you right now, I wish I could drink.
Yeah, you sound almost incoherent. Yeah, I stopped lives because I felt it like coming on. Like, yeah, I can't. Sometimes when I turn my camera off, it's because of that.
The other thing too, I just had a seizure on Friday, so my speech is slurred anyway. My tongue is like a piece of ground beef right now. So I'm probably not gonna
Damn,
sound
that's a
anything.
bad visual.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know to pause or resume, fast forward. I was
I know
lost.
what you're talking about, because when you have a seizure, you keep biting down, and if you
You
don't
bite,
move
yeah,
your
bro.
tongue, you bite
Yeah. My
and you
my
just keep
homie
doing it
Gordon
over and
used to
over
have
again.
seizures. I used to always grab a spoon and try to keep his tongue from him swallowing
Oh,
his damn tongue.
Yeah.
So
good man.
Well,
You're a good friend,
congratulations,
That's
man.
old school. That's old school right
Yeah,
there. Put a
that's
You know what I'm
spoon in his
saying?
mouth.
that's old school and new school, nigga. Trust me.
I wish someone.
Shit on live.
Yeah, good.
Niggas just didn't know.
Yep.
Oh damn. Oh
Yeah.
damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Trust and believe. But no, that's neither here nor there. That's fuck all that. But at least when you woke up this morning, you wasn't Uncle Tom, small. Just you.
I mean,
Yeah, just
listen.
you.
Just you, nigga. Congratulations, bro.
I saw it.
I wish we was live right now. I actually wanted to say that live. I'm gonna record
Your
it.
what's his face? Your capitulation saved you from being labeled
Yeah.
as a Uncle Tom.
You said you capitulated.
You're not a Tom.
You bent the knee.
That
your bending of your appendage saved your Uncle Thomas.
Of your Thomases.
See, that nigga set me up like he was setting Logic up, bro, with the phone call.
Your bending of your appendage saved your Uncle Thomas. Have y'all ever been called that shit like in real life?
No.
Never.
No, man.
Never.
I'm nowhere near that. I'm a Pan-African in real life.
I'm Black Power nigga.
I'm African in real life. What are you talking about, nigga?
I'm the blackest nigga in my circle, and I'm light skinned.
Facts. Oh shit!
It's like
when I don't know nothing get past me.
In my mind, I'm like, you really believe that? Like in my head, I'm like, bro, I know we just because sometimes, listen, I know shit be too real for TV, and I know shit be getting said, but in my mind, I swear to you, I was like, you believe that? Like if I was there in the moment, I probably literally would have said, like, bro, are you serious? Do you really believe that? Like, I know we doing this shit for TV, but I want you to stand on that. Like, stand on that. Like for real. Look at my history. Look at your history, and then say that.
No, but Brad, you gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand like the sentiment of the community, right? So niggas like us, like you, Jeffrey, DQ, Logic. Most of us would be on these calls all day, but the majority of the time we on these calls, we at work or handling business or whatever it is we do, right? Get money, right?
While I'm talking to you. Literally,
but
I'm looking at the stock market while I'm talking to you.
Right.
I wish I could share this fucking
pouring
screen.
concrete. I'm pouring concrete right now.
Yeah.
But Brad, though, let me tell you, what you're not understanding why you got called Uncle Tom. Because niggas that handle their business like that and go to work and all that, it's an anti-working sentiment.
Exactly.
In the conscious community. You know, you be working for the white man, or you participating in the white man's, business.
Capitalism system.
I'll never work for another motherfucker, and I'll never punch a clock. And this is the sentiment in the conscious community, right? Being a productive member of society is capitulating. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what the sentiment is. If you are a productive member of society, go to work every day and do things by the book, then you're a capitulator. You're not Uncle Tom, basically. So just to let you know that.
Look, my shit's so crazy is my students in the morning know that you talking about Egypt. You feel me? They see me with my yo, that shit crazy. Like, yo, they trip off of that shit. They know our conversations, all kind of shit, because I get animated. You feel me? Like, yo, I go in, I put the lesson plan on the board. You know what I mean? I do such. I go over a chapter with them. Then the rest of the day, I'm on the phone with y'all. I'm on this. I'm not even paying their ass no attention. Then I leave from there, go in the barbershop, cut hair. I got my headphones in there, and motherfucker, all day. You feel me?
It gets you through the day.
Get me through the fucking day.
I'll be at a dispensary doing market research. And then just chilling and doing product research, relaxing, talking to my boys. But now these niggas, like I say, I use the Jamie Foxx LL Cool J analogy all the time. Say that nigga LL really thought it was a game. Jamie Foxx know it's a movie, but these niggas really think it's a game. And they're taking it serious, you know what I'm saying? They really trying to go out here and score 21 in the first half. It's a movie, my boy. It is a movie, my boy.
That's
So,
a motherfucking ball.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucking ball. I love that. What up, huh?
What's up? Where that motherfucking Sheffrin nigga at? I know he's somewhere.
I'm right here.
That nigga say, yo, when we was growing up, yo, and we go to my cousin's house, yo, nigga, Lil Joe always get bombed. I say, man, that's funny. Pickable. That was a good one. I like that.
Don't be
yo.
pickable.
I like that. That was good. I appreciate that, yo. You brought me back to earth.
You gotta know when niggas just picking just because you pickable. And the longer you motherfucking sit there and let them pick it, once they see you get agitated or you keep responding, now you the mark. You dig what I'm saying? Now you the mark. But if you laugh and joke it off and motherfucking throw your shot, nigga, now you in the crew. You feel me? You ain't gonna be the one that get picked on. You feel me? You move to a new neighborhood, they gonna send a nigga over there to fuck with you. It's how you respond to that nigga is what's gonna be your standing in that neighborhood. You know what I mean? They like, no, you come over here with us now, yo. You know?
Roast the shit out the nigga. Get the biggest nigga, and I'ma roast the shit out your ass, nigga. Let's get it.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, yo. Cause I'm
you
the
come over
up.
here, you gonna get picked on first.
Yeah,
We're gonna see if you got motherfucking skin to be over this motherfucker. You start crying, you gotta sit on the sissy porch.
Oh yeah, you in trouble. Yeah. Gotta stand up and roll back. Gotta roll back.
Now you gotta sit on the sissy porch. You know what I mean? You gotta go over there with the sissies.
Yeah. So what yeah, we're going to say because I was about to ask about this Uncle Thomason situation. It didn't
What you think? What you think?
We Uncle Thomas.
Hey, can't hear you.
Oh, you asking me? Like I said, I just woke up to see what's going on. I didn't know. I heard Uncle Tom. I thought you
go look the video. Go look at the video.
I will. I got some other.
But I will tell you, I have a track record. I have a track record of calling out niggas' names and niggas' groups. At the end of that video, I said, "Big up to Try Media, yo, like and subscribe, yo." So we like to say, "Head Doug Holler, yo," because I ain't say y'all name. And who would I be talking about in this group? Bitch ass He's definitely one of them. He's definitely one of them.
So what does Hit Doug Holler mean?
And if you feel like that you're Uncle Tom, then you gonna get mad. Yeah, I'm saying half the shit y'all say, I don't think y'all talking about me until you say my name. That shit roll off me. That's what we do.
So why didn't you say that to the pseudo killers the other day? Like that's wild as fuck that you could come in here and say that, and then you didn't say that to the pseudo killers the other day.
Did say what? What did I say to them? What I say?
So one of your wild ass homies, I forgot who he even was. I didn't even know. I forgot he was even a pseudo killer, right? I heard this guy went all off. I ain't even listened to the bullshit, but I heard this guy went all off and shit, right? On me about calling Cedric a dick sucker, right? But why is he the hit dog?
Nah, you said them over there, yo. That's what you messed up at.
I said, listen, I said you got a bunch of dick suckers over there.
Right, a bunch.
I said you got a bunch of dick suckers over there. I didn't say him. Why he gotta be the hit dog? I didn't say no names.
No, you was direct with it.
No, I was
over there, nigga. That's why I responded.
Listen.
That's not a hit dog holler. Yo, you only got 5 niggas, yo, that's in the group.
Wait. Pause. Hold on for a second.
Yeah, I'm
One
paused
second.
out.
Let me explain. Then you can defend.
No, go ahead.
I said you asked me, who are you talking about? Cedric? Don't you remember you asking me that? You said, Corey, who you talking about? Cedric?
Yeah,
And then I laughed and
names.
said, and I never even named Cedric's name. You the one who named Cedric's name. I never named any name at all.
No, you didn't.
Right?
No, you didn't. But then you proceeded. But what you said was you said them and they. All right. That's what I did not do. I simply made.
I didn't say them, they, and all that. But if I know I'm not the hit dog, then I'm not gonna be the one hollering.
Nah, yo, but
just like you said, the Uncle Tom shit that you say, right, was directed to this group, right?
No, it wasn't.
But I'm not the one. I don't give a damn about an Uncle Tom.
No, it wasn't. I would have said the TMI group got a bunch of motherfucking Uncle Toms. That's how I get down. I don't never not get down like that.
What did you say a few minutes ago?
I said, nigga, who the Uncle Tom of this motherfucker that we know for sure?
I don't know. I don't know what Uncle Tom.
Now.
Uncle Tom.
Okay. Really?
I just know I wasn't gonna be the hit dog. See, that's all I know. See, that's what you should have said to your homeboy Marcus, right? Before he got to run off at the mouth, because I don't even know this nigga. I never even had a conversation.
I said
with that
he was
nigga.
right. He was right in what he was saying. You clumped everybody.
What was he right about?
And then, well, y'all said
I don't even know that guy though.
Okay, so then you know, so then you should watch.
I never knew he was a pseudo killer.
But last night, the person who you called the Tom was the people who disagreeing with Francis Cress Wilson and them. That's who you called the Tom. You ain't say Chief X with no time.
That ain't what I said.
You didn't say Chief X. You didn't say Chief X though.
Right, because I didn't say nobody. And I'm rarely saying that nigga name on the video. So what I'm saying is what y'all did say was that we was a cult and you directly said it. So was you mad? I think a cult and the motherfucking Uncle Tom's on the same level to me. But you directly said that.
Listen, I'm just trying to figure out where
the shots, nigga. Keep the content going. I ain't tripping. I know what Uncle Tom is. Now, I've called you that before, Corey. Corey, I've called you that before, Corey. And I always call Chief X that. Right, wrong, on different.
You called me Uncle Tom before?
Yeah. You keep defending crazy ass shit and beating up black people. I'm like, yo, that's some Uncle Tom shit, nigga. That's wild.
That's exactly what you said last
night. Call me Uncle Tom,
ain't even been in the
conversation. What would I have to say? That would have I would have just laughed.
And that's like Corey first time in his life being called the Uncle Tom.
Right.
well, in the middle of custom come out to you to miss it then. My fault for even clarifying. My fault.
Yeah, I missed that.
Let me take that back.
Swear.
I'm saying, but we ain't gonna act like we ain't name calling though. Yo, I got thick skin, yo. If I ain't call y'all niggas that, I would have said it. I just said it in a way where you might think I was talking about you. So what? I didn't call y'all.
So it's another situation of you and Matrix. You and the Matrix.
I'm trying to figure out why that guy got pussy.
You breaking up, Corey.
You was in the Matrix, bro. He's a concrete in the phone. Nah, you good. No, I was just trying to say if this is another I'm gonna say carpet bombing. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get hit, they get hit. That's one of them situations. Because like I said, I didn't know what was going on, but now I got clarification that it was just a shot, little spray bullets at everybody. You was really targeting Chief X.
I quit. I don't want to be in that space no more.
Oh no, ain't no quitting. We gotta switch. But yeah, we gonna keep it going.
Yo, I'm gonna let y'all bang out. I'm good. I think I got it.
Hey, but did you notice how nobody got pussy pinched over here, right? Like it's kind of funny to me.
We over here laughing with it. Like
nobody got pussy pinched like the way y'all got pussy pinched over there. Like y'all pussies was hurt. Like everything I say about you niggas, y'all be the hurtest. Y'all pussies hurt the worst. When I say,
you right.
Like all y'all pussies be leaking and bleeding.
I ain't used to a man telling me I'm around dick suckers, Corey. I'm gonna tell you that right now, yo.
Well, you need to get away from them, though. Huh? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you around a bunch of dick suckers, and my homeboy tell me, look, Corey, them niggas is a bunch of dick suckers, I would listen to my homeboy and get the fuck away from them. I wouldn't be mad at my homie for telling me that, yo, them a bunch of dick suckers. How the
I
fuck
know,
you
but I'm
mad at
not.
me?
But I'm not.
And then
But
you
I'm
go
not
back
listening
and
to my
tell them
home.
niggas, oh, guess what Corey said? You the one who, because we was on the, I said that on the Discord. We
No,
wasn't
that's
on
on the live.
YouTube,
But
bro.
Corey, that was on YouTube, yo. See what I'm saying?
I
Yo, I
didn't
would
know it
not
was
go
on
there
YouTube.
and say that. I know, yo. See what I'm saying?
Corey don't
I
know
was
where he be
disappointed.
talking that.
Yeah,
That
Corey,
nigga
you
just
crazy.
be talking.
They taped you up. That shit was wild, yo.
But then,
You
why
was
the
all
truth
in.
is wild all the time? Answer me this question though, in
Mhm.
this community, on this YouTube shit, bro, right? Because
Mhm.
everybody knows Cedric's a dick sucker. I don't have to say that.
Man, that's not
But
true,
as a
yo.
matter of fact, you said to me, "Who are you talking to?" Unprovoked. Now, I never provoked you to say this. You said, "Who are you talking about?" Cedric, right? So obviously, it's something in your head that is possibly, if somebody's talking about dick sucking, they probably be talking about Cedric when they talk about the pseudo killers, right? Because you named him. I didn't provoke you to name him. I
I'm
never
going down the
provoked you
line.
to name him one time.
He said going down the
You
One
did.
line.
time I
I was
never did
going
it.
down the line, yo. You just thought that's the first thing that came to my mind, yo.
Oh, you was going down the line?
I was definitely going down the line.
You
You said a couple times. I said, nigga,
But
say
the
who?
first nigga
And
was
what did I
Cedric.
say to you, Logic?
Number one on that
What
list
did I
was
say to
Cedric.
you, Logic? Okay, I said, Logic,
Came in my
Cedric
mind,
is
yo.
number one guy.
Fucking hilarious.
Not true.
Number one on that
Now
list.
that's my fault.
We
See,
know
this is what
let's go
I asked
down the
you.
line
I
of dick
want to know who
suckers.
name number two was now since it's a line. It's a whole
I
line. I want to
asked
know who name
Sheffrin
number
this.
two
I
was
said,
now.
now, Sheffrin, who would you
No,
be
I was gonna
mad
name
at?
everybody's
Me?
name.
Or would
I
you be
mean,
mad
y'all
at
being funny, but I was gonna name everybody's name because I wanted you to say cool. So you said everybody, nigga. You put everybody in there. You know
No, I didn't
that's not
say
real.
everybody, though. I didn't. That's where you
Good,
lying
check
on
it
me
out
at,
a
though.
bunch,
I
yo. We
never
only got
said
5
everybody.
niggas over there. We only got 5 niggas over there, yo.
Fine. That don't mean all of them is dick suckers. That don't mean
So
all
if you
of them
got
dick
5
suckers.
niggas in
I
this
just
den,
said
yo.
you got
Them mean
some.
more than one. Hey, yo. Them mean more than one, yo.
It do. You're absolutely right with that. You're
Right.
absolutely right with that.
What
It
you
is
talking
one dick sucker over there. It is more than one dick sucker over there.
All right.
Right?
Okay. Well,
But I
and
didn't say
keep
no
saying
names.
it. But you keep saying it though, yo.
Huh?
That's like you keep saying there's a bunch
No,
of bitch
because
ass
it's
niggas
the
over here, yo.
truth.
It's not true,
That's
yo.
fine. I'm
No,
not gonna be the
you're
one
wrong.
yelling and crying if you say that, though.
No, but I'm saying, but
If
it's
you
not
said
true.
that, if you get on live YouTube right now and say, "Yo, Try Media got a bunch of bitch niggas over there,"
I
I'm
wouldn't
not
do
gonna
that.
be
I
the
don't
one
invite, I
that
don't
make
invite
a
you into
YouTube.
my private
No,
parts, yo.
I'm saying a hypothetical. I'm talking about hypothetically, though, right? If you was to do that, right? I wouldn't be the one to get on YouTube and start cussing you the fuck out. You know
Yeah,
that?
you have. You have, yo. Stop.
No, I have cussed you the fuck out, and I will. And believe me, in the future, it's gonna be some time where I cuss you the fuck out again. But for that reason, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be for that reason, though.
Okay.
It wouldn't be for that reason.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We cuss each other out. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about your friends, though. I'm not talking about me and you, though.
Oh.
I know what we do, right? I don't even know that the one guy who got the health issues, who can't even breathe, who weigh about 400 pounds, right? See, when I want to talk about him, I just talk about him. So start recording now, right? Because the fat motherfucker want me to talk about him, right? I'm not gonna call him a dick sucker because I don't know him like that, right? I don't know him that personally, right? But what I will do is talk about how fat the motherfucker is, right? How he need to shut the fuck up worrying about me, right? Talking about what he gonna do to me. And don't you know I work 30-hour days. So I take his big old ass and I work his ass out for 30 hours. Don't you know that? I pour concrete for 30 hours. So you think I won't take his big old ass? Now somebody need to be recording this. So no, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm giving him what he wants because he wanted me. He wanted my attention, right? And I'm not gonna call him a dick sucker because I don't know him like that, right? If he took me calling dick suckers, if he thought
no disrespect your way, brother. For the record, yo.
Listen, hold on for a minute. I know you finna defend your fat homie, right? But what I'm saying is, if he thought I was talking to him about dick sucking, he was wrong, and I apologize to him about that, right? I didn't even know he was a pseudo killer. You need to tell him that. I didn't even know this nigga, right? I've never even had a conversation. But what I do know is the motherfucker is fat and all out wide and all outside and can't even fucking breathe, right? So how the fuck you not a friend to him, right? Because he telling you what he could do to me, and you know as a friend of his that he can't even go up a flight of stairs without taking a fucking break. So how the fuck is he gonna fuck with a nigga that fucks with concrete all year long, and on average, I do it for 30 hours every time I do it. So what make you think I won't work his big old ass out for 30 hours?
Oh no, I think that man been that size for a long time. He been that size when
right, and he still can't breathe. And that's unhealthy. And you need to tell him that, huh?
He was in federal penitentiary for 20 years.
You need to tell him that he been that size for too long.
I'm just
that's what you need to tell him as a friend.
In the federal
you ain't no type of friend, huh? See, I know what kind of guy you is.
Do you hear what I'm
saying? If I had a booger in my nose, you wouldn't even tell me.
I know.
If I had a booger in my nose, you wouldn't tell me.
Can you hear me, Corey?
No, I want you to hear me because I've heard you for 20 years talking about Egypt wrong. But what I'm telling you, I don't believe if I had a booger in my nose, like me and you, if we went out to the club, right? Let's say back when we was young and single, right? And we went out to the club and shit, and we trying to holler at some bitches, right? You wouldn't even tell me, yo, homie, you got a booger in your nose. You just wouldn't say nothing. You just let me go. So this doing to his fat ass, right? You telling me that, well, he been that size for a long time, which why you should have told his fat ass, like, you've been this size for too long. That's what you should have told him.
Okay, well, I'm not doing all that, yo. And like I said, nigga navigate federal penitentiary that long like that. I think he can navigate out here that long like that. And I'm saying is that man ain't never said one disrespect. Let me talk. That man ain't never said one disrespectful word.
So you mean to tell me this
Tribe Media or Canonical podcast? He ain't never in his life said nothing behind y'all. Hold on, yo. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Matter of fact, none of them niggas. Matter of fact, it's some niggas. Let me finish my point. Finish my point, yo. Let me finish my point. I can't hear you, yo. I can't hear you, son.
I hear you. I'm telling you, though.
You gotta let me get my point off, though. I'm trying to make a point. There is some people that Listen, yo. This conversation ain't the only place it's having, yo. As far as Francis Crest Welsing, there's absolutely people that agree with that same stance, yo. It's not a problem, yo. So nobody's agreeing with the nigga just to agree with the nigga. That's the shit that infuriate motherfuckers. It's some clown shit, bro. It's not real. It's not based in reality, yo. And so to keep saying it and keep saying it,
that's not why I said they was
no, but to keep saying it, to keep saying it. Listen what I'm saying. To keep saying it over and over again. The niggas agree with the shit you saying. I'm sitting here, I'm in the middle saying this is some dumbass shit. So now I gotta argue with y'all niggas, then argue with them niggas, and they saying the same shit you saying. Me and Sosa gotta
stand. Saying that
other niggas got another stance, yo. It just is, and it's okay, it's healthy, yo. But to say niggas is a cult and they all agreeing with me, it's the part that infuriates me. Cause I'm like, that ain't even true.
I never said the cult. I never said the cult part. That's not in my language. Like, I just call you a dick sucker. Like, I'm a construction worker. Like, around here, we be like, bro, we know that's the boss, but bro, get off his dick.
Yeah, that's
how we talk in the construction field. And then a motherfucker won't even get mad. They'd be like, man, shut the fuck up. I ain't on nobody's dick. You on his dick. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna get they pussy ain't gonna start bleeding out here. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm just saying, like,
it must be regional thing, yo.
And then the whole Cedric, do he know what homoerotics means?
Homo what?
Because meaning homoerotic, meaning that he's aroused. Erotic means arousal, right? So
I know. I couldn't
aroused by the shit I be saying.
I don't know about all that. You yo. See, man, you comfortable, yo.
Nah, you Jamaican motherfucker.
Nah, it ain't even funny. None of that shit is funny, dog. You keep doing it, yo. Like, why you feel comfortable you doing that shit like that?
It's a shame.
Yeah, but why you think you can talk? I'm not letting niggas say wrong shit about y'all, though, yo. I don't do that.
I don't give a damn, what no niggas say about me.
Okay, well,
you should know that by now.
Okay, yeah, but you should, though. But you should, bro.
And my mama and all that wild ass shit.
Yeah, I say that.
Niggas in real life. See,
I'm in the conversation, Corey. I'm gonna get out this conversation because you saying too much shit about niggas.
Listen,
I don't let that shit fly.
Internet ain't gonna do nothing for me.
I know what I'm saying. I don't let that fly. If a nigga make up some shit about niggas, I'll be like, yo, that ain't real, yo. Hey, I say that, bro. I'm not gonna sit over here and let y'all make up shit. I'm just not, bro. That's not what I'm made of, yo.
Seriously, so what I make up? Which part I make up?
Hey, I ain't stopped. I'm done with repeating.
Hey, hold on. Before you move around, yo, I got an honest question.
He got hell
Yeah,
no.
I can call you and get that honest question at this point, yo. I can call you and get that honest.
What you mean, yo? I need to know what the you say the people having conversations about Francis Cress Welsing elsewhere. I want to know what they doing. Right, I'm trying to figure out what they doing different than what we doing as to where they not Uncle Tom and we is. I'm trying to figure that out.
So now, so you the hit Doug. I got you. So you feeling like Uncle Tom now. All right.
Answer the question, bro. If it's a knock,
Uncle Tom, hold
you
on.
can clear it up right there.
Without the Uncle Tom part, there's a cultural context to the situation. And I'm not explaining that anymore, yo. I refuse to. At this point, we just have a point of we just don't agree. Fuck the cultural context, it don't mean nothing. So nothing else I can do, yo. I said what I had to say, yo. I'm done with that. We can move on to the next adventure, yo. Let's move on. Let's get on Dr. Ben. Yeah, I'm up for that.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's get on Doc.
We already killed Doc.
You want to go back? You want to go?
You standing on Dr. Ben's shoulders, right?
He ain't got no fight.
Yeah, I'm standing on that nigga's shoulders. Hard.
Dr. Ben ain't got no fight in this. Like Francis Cress Welsing, at least she has degrees and advanced degrees in the field that she was even speaking on. Dr. Ben ain't. I think that nigga was an architect or something. Like,
no, he might have made all that shit up, yo. I don't know. I just read the nigga books. Simple. And don't expect nobody else to read it. It's all good.
Yo, I didn't know Black Man of the Nile was $150.
Yeah, that one you got. Damn, you got the first one, yo. You tripping? You went to I got that one, yo. That's a collector's item, nigga. You tripping? You supposed to get the local news. Why you get the $24? Why you get the $24 one, yo? You ain't got the big one. You got the original one. That's the original.
I put that shit. I thought they had something wrong on the back of that book when I turned that bitch over. I said,
they ain't had a small one. They ain't had a blue one.
Yeah, they had that. The big white, Black Man. I started to steal that motherfucker out of there, but I ain't was stealing from no black business. But I almost walked out of that motherfucker. What's wrong
that's
with
the original one right there. You're the big white. Yeah, that's worth that.
Book for $150. All that shit wrong. How the fuck is that? So you want me to go get a big
but you wouldn't know it.
pseudo book?
Oh, hey, yo, why don't you get the PDF and put it in ChatGPT?
Don't do that shit ain't on PDF. Ain't nobody convert that shit over to PDF. Yo, it's no.
It's on Audible. I believe it's on Audible and it's in whatchamacallit now, yo. What's it called? Kindle. Not Kindle.
I don't know if no company been transcribed that. I don't believe it.
Diop's books is. Man,
I know Diop is, but I don't think ain't no Dr. Ben shit. We the Black Jews probably on. But
that's stupid. Silly. Straight silly. Straight silly. But I don't know. I mean, everybody got they, everybody got they. Yeah, I think our opinions
Logic, you in the Matrix.
And then is a fucking opinion.
Let me see.
Go ahead, Logic. Get your point. Get your thing out. Go ahead.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, pause that. Told that man get his thing out.
We'll get back to that. I hope I answer that. I hope that nigga mad about the Uncle Tom. I'm talking shit. I ain't say y'all, nigga. I would have said it. I don't think that. I ain't hanging around a whole bunch of motherfucking Uncle Tom. Because I'm going to stay fighting every day, every moment. And I'm going to have no agreement with nothing. Yeah, come on, yo. Yeah. But y'all supposed to know that about me, yo. I don't hold my words, yo. I don't mix that shit up, yo. When y'all ever heard me not say a nigga name when I want to say a nigga name? Shit. He's got to give me that.
I definitely know that. I just didn't know. Like I said, I woke up and seen the shit. I was like, my first thought was you was gunning at Chief X because, like I always say, I keep 100. if you start gunning, it's usually gonna be Chief X, Corey, or Chef. You know what I'm saying? Then if it's something that's direct, you would say something else. But they saying this was a blanket thing. So I was like, okay, so that's what we on. That's cool with it. Like I said, ain't no big. I just
call
wanted
Chef
to see.
up and say, fuck Chef. I call Chef up, we all going to talk about some shit.
Yeah.
I can call you EQ. I can call Brass up. Brass no damn well. That nigga just, and then I got a little offended. I was like, but damn, the nigga just said we was a call. How did he get that offended about that? Nigga, I ain't get offended about that. Cool. Okay. Shit. It's a hell of a tag to put on a motherfucker, yo. This is trying to do some literacy shit. Okay. Yeah. We got people really come to our camps, yo. Now they hear we're a cult. So how many kids might not want to come to the free camp to get free computers and scientific literacy because they think we're a cult? I ain't get all puffed up, yo. I done heard that a couple times lately now, loud. So I ain't get all puffed up. So the fact that I said Uncle Tom and ain't saying nobody's name, I'm trying to figure out why to puff up. Ain't no big deal, man. Come on, yo.
Oh, no, it definitely ain't nothing. I mean, I'm not answering for
I wasn't talking about try me. I'm talking about bitch ass Chief X to be for sure. The ultimate Uncle Tom nigga. And I feel like he has a universe, right? And he suck people in with the lies, yo. Like the nigga don't got the truth in him. And then when he tried to post a video claiming something, he posted the wrong video. I was like, this nigga can't even be coherent in what he's trying to do.
You get a debate between y'all niggas, man.
Man, look, bro. If you think I supported Polite, the right video in that bitch, he put the wrong video in there. He put the video in there when I'm tired of niggas always want Polite and then give him some more money. At a certain point, I'm cussing you out. At a certain point, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas giving your money to Umar. Give all your money to him, dumbass niggas. At that point, if you think that's in support for him, then fuck it. Shit. Y'all niggas don't got that pressure, yo. 10 years of my life with niggas calling me. Niggas finding a way to get in touch with me. Nigga I know, get another nigga I know. Yo, the motherfucker, the reply got this. The fuck like I'm Captain Saberhole around this motherfucker. At what point, yo? Try to be, try to help everybody out, yo. But at the end of the day, nigga, if you keep going back, what the fuck I supposed to do, yo?
This nigga Unc said, it got about 4 niggas who I got to the nigga. And them niggas was like, nah, he can keep the money. This nigga Unc was like, man, what the fuck I do all this shit for?
Yeah, all that, yo. At that point, yo, beat them niggas, yo. Fuck that. Keep telling you, nigga, don't buy the dope, nigga. You walk up on the strip, don't get that. Don't get that. Fuck out of here. You niggas ain't never listened to me, yo. Now they all mad about Umar Johnson. Man, if I did a video 15 years ago, don't do it. Oh, man. The elders was calling me. I can't believe that man trying to start a school. I get the beef with that. I was like, what, that man ain't start no motherfucking school. Did you hear the plan, nigga? It don't make no sense. Man, come on, yo. That's all right. It's all good, yo. But nah, I wasn't talking about y'all, yo. I would have said y'all. That's crazy.
That's what's up.
I'm definitely not afraid of y'all on the internet.
but definitely, I would say that we would fall in that line. Like me being a pseudo killer, we was called Uncle Toms all the time for trying to bring correct information. You dig what I'm saying? It was them niggas Uncle Toms. That's the white man information. And this, that, and the third. So it seems as though sometimes, or a lot of times in this community, when you step back and people are hurling Uncle Tom at you, you might be on the right track. It might be a warning that you're on the right track. You dig what I'm saying? That means that you're questioning, you dig what I'm saying? Some information that was held sacred. You know what I mean? Anytime you start questioning information that's held sacred, it means it is held sacred not because of its accuracy or validity. You dig what I'm saying? So so that's where the fight from. Even your fight to for Francis Cress Welsing and them is not about accuracy or validity. You're not even arguing that. You're arguing.
No, I agree with y'all on that.
Exactly. So it's something sacred about it to you. You dig what I'm saying?
I disagree with that. No, I didn't. No, I think you see. That's what you're doing. That's not true. I think no.
That is true.
No, it's not. I'm gonna tell you what's sacred. No, I'm gonna tell you what's sacred to me. Can I tell you what's sacred? Do you want to hear what I think is sacred? I think the moments in time, okay, that caused us to be enslaved and react to those extreme moments. I think if you don't make that sacred, you will forget.
No,
I always remember those moments in time. That's what's sacred to me.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, though. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I thought you about Francis. I know more about Francis now today than I ever did. I didn't know shit about Francis. I didn't know when she was born. Y'all did that, not me.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is they are in a sacred space to you. You feel me?
No, they not.
They was.
Not the individual. Hold on.
I'm saying in total, the fact that you would lump her into defend that point in time and academics at that time because of their circumstances, she goes into the lot with them. Now, you might have more disagreement with her shit than you do with Dr. Ben shit. You dig what I'm saying? But she still goes into that sacred category where you won't attack her and you'll defend her right to even confront racism, white supremacy.
Yeah. I defend the right. I defend all. Hold on, all black people. She just happens to be the topic of the discussion.
Yeah.
Don't frame it. Tell it like it is, yo. I defend everybody right.
I got it. Listen, I can say it before you say it. I understand what you do. Listen, the fact that I defended Naeem Akbar, I defended him on that same basis. So I understand what the fuck you doing. You know what I mean? And I disagree with my stance at times too. I went and brought Naeem Akbar shit yesterday. I couldn't get past the first page. I said Logic and them right. This shit is disgusting. You feel me? Like what the fuck? But my blackness got ahead of me. You feel me? Like what's the shit you used to say to me? The African agency. I felt as though Naeem Akbar should have had agency, right, to be able to diagnose us and tell us what was going. You feel me? The same way you felt as though Assad and them.
Yeah, he got a right to be wrong too, though.
Yeah, not wrong. I wouldn't go as far as give him. He has the. We'll give him the grace to be wrong, not the right to be wrong. Right? We'll extend that grace to him because he's doing something. You know what I mean? That we need, and mistakes can be made in that endeavor. You dig what I'm saying? So we'll give him grace, but not the right. We don't give a person a right to be fucking wrong or to deliberately make. No, you don't have the right.
I don't know about you don't got a right to be deliberately just wrong, yo. Like
it's grace. So we're gonna use our church words to, you know what I mean, because it's sacred. Because it's sacred, right? You know what I mean? They're going in the sacred place. So we give them grace. Yeah, I mean,
but the word sacred just mean of importance, or something that you make important, something of importance, something that you make like an area of land, yo. You know, based off of it's an oil field becomes sacred to America. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have it, then you can't run this machine.
No, that's strategic importance. Sacred
and
it wouldn't be sacred. We wouldn't use the word sacred for that. We would not use the word sacred for that.
Maybe. Well, hold on. If you're in a position where these things start to get tore down, yo, the word sacred is made to put some importance on something. That's all it really means, though.
In a religious context, more so.
In a cultural setting, it's because that's all religion is cultural.
But it would be more religious, like a burial ground is sacred.
All right. Well, when I say religious, I mean in the context where you read that big definition. That don't gotta have no gods, don't got like a wedding ceremony and all that. That's part of your religion, yo. Right now, as an atheist, so to have a wedding ceremony is considered a religious ceremony.
Okay, I agree with that, and it goes into the realm of sacred, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. It don't gotta be a God thing. It just be something of high level importance that without it you fucked. So you put it in the forefront of people, and I think we fucked. If we forget, because that type shit could go around again if we're not careful. That's what, and I could be wrong. That's my opinion. And I think y'all got
no. So we challenge Dr. Ben and them, right? We know we going against the sacred. We know that, you know, Francis Cress Wells, and if we or Naeem Akbar or anybody, if we challenge them, we going against the sacred. Like, it ain't like you haven't been in that realm where niggas questioned you for challenging certain things. So you know how the shit go before we even stepped on the scene.
Nah, they questioned me because they was retarded. Nigga, they questioned me on saying this is what Naeem Akbar got wrong. This is what Dr. Ben got wrong. They questioned me on facts. And I say it's crazy. D.I. said motherfuckers is gonna question this shit he got wrong and fix it. That's what I'm saying. They never was questioning me on whether I thought that the need to fight back in the middle of some extreme conditions. I never got questioned on that. Niggas, y'all just on some other shit. Niggas question me on why the fuck you saying they got something wrong because he did y'all promoting the wrong thing. He didn't get that right. You're wrong. That was my fight. This is a brand new fight where y'all kill everybody. I'm saying I ain't with that. You ain't got nobody left.
When Elijah Muhammad, when we went up with Elijah Muhammad and them, you didn't have those same barriers on. Now, Elijah Muhammad was born in the 1800s. Now,
no, we didn't question that nigga.
No, nigga.
No,
we called that nigga pseudo.
The nigga put pamphlets in niggas' doors, yo. The medical advice, yo, is what I started off. That's what got me on the niggas. When I had to call down to Baltimore, Maryland, and get one of the captains to stop putting that shit in people's doors.
No, not that's Farrakhan and them. I'm talking about Elijah.
That's when I had to go all the way in, yo, and then you went in on the right. So it was because
so when you go in on Elijah Muhammad and them, right, you going in on the sacred to some people.
Hold on, and I agree. No, I agree, but then you got. That's what I'm saying. You got to define what are we actually talking about here? That's my point. Like, what are we talking about here? So you trying to say that Elijah Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, didn't take all the money and own all his names on it? It's the truth. You would tell the truth about Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben didn't have no degree in this shit. He said, that's the truth. I ain't never mad at that.
So how then is people Uncle Tom's for telling the truth about Dr. Ben? That's the point.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they would call me that. I don't know.
You did it. You said last night that you
so you don't want to feel like Uncle Tom show.
No. I'm Uncle Tom. Fine. Listen.
You felt like that was you.
No, listen.
Listen.
So if you say, yo, funny as shit. If you say, I'm never questioning a black man and Jim Crow for lying on his resume. You get what I'm saying? To get a job in those extreme circumstances.
That's right.
That's some Uncle Tom shit.
Is it not?
Feel me?
I'm asking you, is it not? Is that not the split image of what an Uncle Tom would do? Or am I wrong on that?
That would be, but he wasn't in Jim Crow. Listen, he lied in the 70s on his resume to get niggas was already getting degrees. They wasn't in that extreme circumstances. Niggas already had credentials, so it don't fit.
You made that up.
Hold on. How did I make that up? So
they just blew Martin Luther King head off in 1968, yo. 2 years later, yo, what we saying?
So Martin Luther King had a doctorate. Martin Luther King doctorate. The racism didn't prevent Martin Luther King from getting a motherfucking degree.
Hey, Chef.
And they shot the nigga in the head.
Hey, Chef.
And they shot the nigga in the head, but they didn't stop him from getting the degree.
Yo, in 1968, yo, he was coming out the Vietnam War, yo.
So say that.
No, hey, bro.
Nigga in the head, but they ain't stopped him from getting the degree.
Hey, yo, in the 70s, they were still questioning race, yo. In the 70s, they were still questioning race, bro. They still thought we was fake humans, nigga. In 1974.
Could Dr. Ben have got a degree?
Maybe he could have, maybe he couldn't have. He got a degree in what he wanted to get it in.
Exactly.
But I'm saying,
and then he lied about having an Egyptology degree.
This is my personal opinion. I don't care. Just like y'all don't care.
Right, but then you said niggas was Uncle Tom's for questioning that.
No, you said that. I didn't say that. I didn't call y'all Uncle Tom. I did not. I would have said your name, nigga. I just threw it out there, nigga.
Listen.
You took that.
You
No. Won't get me on that. No.
Listen.
I didn't say that.
I'm saying
No.
If I'm one of the people
you twisting it
that
up.
question, no, check this out.
Nah.
Listen,
But are you?
I'm going to put myself in that car. I'm going to put myself in that car.
Okay,
yes,
so then the shoe fit, then you gotta wear it, Chef.
No, listen.
Because if
by
I felt that way about you, I would have just said, Kent. I would have said it. Don't worry about the definition.
I don't think that you was super malicious. If you feel that way,
What I'm saying is, yo, just because a nigga can disagree on some shit, I've been through that. That doesn't make you Uncle Tom, yo.
I get that.
You can say the same thing about I'm Nakba and about
do I sound mad?
That would not make you. No, you do. You're making it seem like I would have said, Chef and Nelson, Baltimore, Maryland, you're a motherfucking Uncle Tom, yo, and just would have dealt with the
bad.
yo.
Listen, I'm not mad.
Listen to what I'm saying. I would have said that.
I know we on the right track, though. When you said it, I knew we was on the right track.
The only track you on is make me call you a motherfucking Uncle Tom. That's the track you on for no reason. That's the track you on. That's the only track I can see.
Look,
because you keep calling yourself an Uncle Tom. I feel that way about you, yo. Until the day you start saying it, then you start convincing me. You're actually convincing me that you're Uncle Tom right now. I'm like, wow, I didn't think that except until this conversation. Now I'm starting to think maybe you is. I'm saying, really? I didn't know. You convinced me. That's crazy.
So look, that's funny as shit. Why so listen.
Why would you do that to me, dog?
Listen, if you say that niggas who question, you dig what I'm saying? A dude lying on, a black man lying on his resume, right? To get a job. I'm one of them niggas who was questioning that nigga for lying on his resume. So even if you're not talking directly
but you one of them niggas, but you also
I'm
one of them niggas.
myself in that because I'm never gonna let that nigga ride on that.
I
Just
know,
like
Chef.
you never gonna hold his feet to the fire for it. I'm never gonna let a nigga ride off on that. I can't do it. You feel me?
I get you can't do it, but you keep making false statements, yo. Because I hold the man's feet to the fire, yo. You've never heard me say that man had a degree. Matter of fact, I pulled up the Wikipedia. It's none of the shit y'all say even makes sense, yo. Because I say, yeah, he didn't have a degree, yo. He falsified that. He did all that. You ain't never heard me say nothing different than that. You know? But that's niggas that act like he had that. Yo, remember, I got his obituary. And on his obituary, Reggie and them didn't lie. Like they put what the man really had on his obituary. None of that shit he said went on that man's obituary, yo. So that means it's people that know what he had and what he did not have. And they put it on his obituary, yo. So we ain't need white people to tell us nothing about Dr. Ben on that, yo. That's all I'm saying. It's an inner understanding of what's going on. Like, nigga, we all knew it. Y'all just didn't know it. Y'all got tricked. Niggas knew this nigga. I been knew that nigga ain't had that shit. And he worked at colleges, did a great job. That's what it is. Nobody cares in the 70s about that.
How did we get tricked though? So you was a part of the
you thought the nigga really had it. You thought the nigga really had it.
So if you bring him to us and say you standing on his shoulders and his name is Dr. Ben, then it would have been your job to tell us the truth about that nigga.
But I did. Y'all don't want to hear it.
Didn't.
Yes, I did. I never, find the show nigga when I said that nigga didn't have that. Go get that, yo.
That's after we read the shit on Wikipedia that you confessed that you always knew that shit. So
you know what? You know what, yo?
Just come out and say, yo, that nigga ain't had that shit, but I still fuck with him. We had to go into a whole argument about the nigga, and then you admitted you always knew the shit.
Hey, Chef, you know what, yo? I got an obituary with what he did get, yo.
What'd he get?
7 years before the conversation, yo. I always knew we've been had. This not a new conversation. This is not a
killed the conversation.
No, I can't keep
before
going
we
back.
got started.
No, I didn't have to. I got a video on it. We did videos on it.
You just did it for you let us go through all that just for content.
No, you made that up. Now you take your shit out of context and make it seem like that's not how that went. Those conversations never went that way.
You already knew, and you you the Dr. Ben guy.
You like
no, hold on.
We've been new niggas that from West Africa want to know Egypt. Yo, the fuck out of here. We've been new Dr. Ben had that shit. Fuck out of here. I didn't let y'all do nothing. Y'all did that. Just like right now. You think I let you You think I gotta tell you the Franz Caswell's and melanin shit was out of audio? Really? I gotta tell y'all that? That mean you didn't really read up on the lady to know that she promoted the melanin theory? I gotta tell you that. I gotta tell you that Dr. Ben is on his Wikipedia page, didn't have a degree in such and such. I gotta tell y'all niggas that is supposed to be educated and with a mic.
Yeah, you do, because you stand on their shoulders. You gotta clean all that shit up.
And you educate us about everything else.
No, I don't.
You educate us about everything else.
The only thing I gotta do is promote the shit they got right, like everybody else in the world do. Don't make me more than the rest of the world, yo.
You tell us everything else, though.
What
you educate us all about the blue now and the green now. Shit don't mean shit to us.
So you ain't hear me just say, hold on, you ain't hear me just say, yo, I did a whole video on what degrees the nigga had. You didn't hear me say that? I ain't gotta keep telling you, go back in the archives. Shit. Y'all go back in the archives for silly shit. Go back in the archives for that. Go find that video.
Archives yet. I ain't been in the archives yet. I talked to you regular enough where you can say what you said. And
you was a super Dr. Ben fan, seeing him as a kid, not me. You fuck with Dr. Ben more than me, Chef. You don't want to see that nigga as a kid, not me. What the fuck is going on there?
And that nigga ain't never
Jesus Christ, yo.
Where that came from, yo?
I have to grind or something with the man. Yo,
where that came from?
That's crazy.
Y'all ain't know that.
That was a hand grenade right there, yo.
Man, Chef
and ain't nobody never told me.
That was a smoke bomb.
Hey,
that was a smoke grenade, Joe. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, you think I went to see on my own volition?
Oh, damn. There you go. I didn't really go, but I went, but I didn't really go. But I went. All right.
It's just like I was on the land, but I didn't live on the land.
Yeah, same shit. There we go. So in the same. Now go get an
I was
expert
in the cult, but I wasn't in the cult. You dig what I'm saying? I seen Dr. Ben, but I didn't know that the nigga didn't have no degrees. See how that worked? You feel
it
me?
worked good. I love it. Well, I'm gonna say this. Though. When the subject came up about Dr. Ben having degrees, you got no pushback. That's the point I'm really trying to make here. No pushback with me. When you said this wasn't right, no pushback for me. When you said Franz Caswell Mellon shit was crazy bananas, no pushback for me. So y'all can't say I promote none of that shit at all.
You defended his right to lie.
Y'all just mad. No, y'all just mad. Right. Y'all just mad because I'm not willing in the face of extreme conditions to judge a person on why they did what they did, yo. I don't know, nigga. Maybe the nigga need to eat and get a job and feed his kids, yo. Maybe that was the issue. Okay.
UPS.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a direct quote. A direct quote from you is you stand on the shoulders of the elders.
Absolutely.
Right. You ain't say you stand on the shoulders of science.
You're not gonna finish Elijah. Hey, Elijah,
you ain't say look, you could stand on the shoulders of the niggas that got it right, but you stand on the shoulders of the
you ain't gonna finish Elijah. You ain't gonna finish Elijah? Or you gonna stay right? How you feel comfortable with staying right there with it? Or you gonna say the whole thing?
I said exactly what I meant, so I can be clear in what I'm saying. But
no, I never say I just stand on no shoulders of nobody. I give the explanation.
You don't stand on the shoulders of the elders. You don't say you stand on their shoulders all the time. You don't say
not like that.
You gotta stop, yo.
So I do. Or what I say, Elijah? Why don't you give the whole context to it?
Can anybody else respond to whose shoulders Unc stand on? Can anybody else?
You get away from the Hold on. I'll do this for you, Elijah. What do you stand on the shoulders, man? Yo, I'm gonna do that for you. What that mean? How do you stand on somebody's shoulders? In science, how do they stand on the shoulders of other scientists? Because you know that's what they do, right?
You carry that. To me, that means you carrying on their work. That's what it means to me.
Okay, so what does it mean in science?
You tell me. I don't know.
That means something in science.
It means the same. No, it means the
I
same
didn't know that was a scientific
term. Y'all didn't know that? See, I always find myself in a situation. So go back and look at this show. Now you understand why I picked up the Ryan mathematical papyrus. Well, now you'll know. And then I read about how there are placeholders and how there is and how they stand on the shoulders of the Egyptians in medicine. They don't stand on a spooked out shit the Egyptians had and the wrong shit they got. They stand on the shit they got right and move forward. That's the only way you can move forward. I thought so. Y'all just watched the video to hear me say y'all was Uncle Tom's when I didn't say that. But that's all y'all looked at it for. Well, I hope somebody got that out of that. That yes, in science, you stand on the shoulders of the other scientists. That's why they always mention other scientists, no matter what color they is in science. because they stand on their shoulders and they never talk about the shit they got wrong. That's for other discussions. But in the middle of that, they stand right there because that's the step to moving forward, bro. So you know what? I'm not saying
what
that.
credible
No
niggas stand on Dr. Ben's shoulders?
Well, you can go to the museum and see his books in the museum, and it doesn't mean that they was
Dr. Ben books?
No,
Dr.
no,
Ben
hold
books
on.
in the museum?
Hold what I'm saying. No, listen to what I'm saying.
Is it
Just
Dr.
because
Ben
Dr.
books in
Ben's
the
book,
museum?
hold on. Just because Dr. Ben's books is in the Met doesn't mean they agree with everything in the book, but they understand there's some value there, bro. So
Dr.
y'all
Ben
don't have
books
to have
is
that
in the Met
stuff.
now?
Man, y'all niggas, so y'all talking to a nigga who got that on y'all too? That's my next video. You gotta leave me alone and let me do what I do then.
Crazy.
Yeah, tell him Matt is crazy. Call them pseudo. Then it's just a group of y'all niggas standing around looking at each other in a minute. By the time I finish, because I know what time it is. So I'm gonna let y'all keep going. I love the moment, yo. Low-hanging fruit for me.
Hold
So
on.
you didn't know that? Look it up. Look it up.
Dr. Diop or Dr. Ben?
Both, nigga. There's value to them niggas that y'all don't see, that the rest
I'm
of the
never
world
going
see.
to that museum.
Right, there you go. See, it's still the Met. There you have it. See, there you
I'm
have it. So
going to
now
the Louvre. I'm going to the
one
Louvre.
museum out. That's one
I'm going
museum
to the
out.
Louvre. I'm going to the Louvre. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go to France because
funny to the motherfucker, yo.
There you go. I ain't mad at you. I'm with you.
Yeah. Hey, Brass, book me a flight to France. You know what I mean? Like, because if I go to New York and there's fucking Dr. Ben in that motherfucking museum, that's fucking crazy. He need to be in Tariq Nasheed Museum. You feel me? Not the motherfucker. That's a motherfucking Tariq Nasheed ass shit, man. Y'all tripping.
You ain't know that, yo?
No, I didn't know that.
That's crazy. So you don't understand how museums work, yo?
No,
There's some value.
I don't understand how the Met
got
works.
value to them, yo.
Now I know why
crazy.
Reggie is qualified to do tours at them fucked up ass New York motherfucking museums. Now I know these motherfuckers got streets and shit named after Dr. Ben. New York is ground zero for pseudos.
So now you're saying the government.
So let me get this straight.
So now you got mayors. So you basically saying that mayors and community people are just ignorant and dumb, and you know better. All right.
No, I don't think that they even know what the fuck Dr. Ben even said.
Sure?
If they heard some of the shit Dr. Ben said, if they heard Dr. Ben talking about his mother shove his head in her coochie every birthday, you know what I mean? Like, damn, what the fuck am I listening to? Why we name a street after this silly motherfucker? I mean, that's what I would think. That's what I would think.
You're right. I know, yo. I know.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Hey, yo, and you do a great job of building some fly ass barbershops, nigga. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm a barber. That's why I'm a barber.
Fly, nigga. Hey, don't nobody fly shit, nigga. Trust me. You keep the fly upscale shit. Trust me, nigga.
Dr. Ben in a Met.
Yeah, I ain't said nothing. That's my next video. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna chase you down that motherfucking rabbit hole.
And I'm telling you, it's not because they agree with you. That don't mean they agree with the shit that's in the book. Not at all. So y'all want to try to play that game? Yo, you try to make it seem like did they agree with the shit was in the book? Nope.
Why in there then?
Why don't you find out?
So why in there if he's not accurate?
Why don't you find out?
Is he in there under pseudos? If they got a pseudo section,
he in there because he made a contribution to the African American community in a time where nobody was talking about subjects in our community like that. Whether he got it wrong or not, yo. And Cornell University seen something that made some sense. He worked there for damn near 12 years. City College and Cornell. We're gonna talk shit about Cornell now. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm saying, Chef, it's crazy at this point, bro.
The black man
how
of the knowledge better than all them.
How we better than Cornell and all that? Yo, when? We ain't went to a liquor school, yo.
Listen,
I sold dope for a living, yo. You build barbershops for a living, yo. How the fuck I'm gonna tell these niggas? Think about what we doing, yo. That's my issue. Do we be serious? And guess what? We got the internet, yo. They ain't had, so that means our voice is even stronger than them niggas, yo. And this what we come up with, yo. Nah, you know that's my issue, yo. We come up with that. Nazinga's a bitch. right? And think about that, yo, we got to avoid. Hey, chef, you got.
Bro, but that's got to be better than standing on the shoulders of some non-scientific racists.
No, don't say that to chef. No, don't say that to chef.
Bitch. She's a bitch.
He hates.
She sold niggas.
Look at watch. Look.
Fuck her.
Hey, no.
Like, I don't understand. Like, yo, that would be me turning on you. That would be me turning on you, my grandparents, and all of us to say I'm a big up a motherfucker who sold us. Man, fucking with that. Like, why the fuck would I fuck with her? Like, you gotta find somebody else. Not
you
her.
Gotta find somebody else.
I don't care how hard she
right there. Who on that nigga side, yo? Raise your hand.
That's logic. You just like I feel like you can find somebody else talking about genetics. You can find a better activist. You can find a better scientist. You can find a better African than a Zinga.
Now,
I know you can find a better one.
They tried, yo. I beat them half to death, yo. They tried, yo. They tried. Did you know she's the only lady in the history of Africa that got complete sovereignty, yo? That was recognized as a
slave selling motherfucker.
Hey, Lottie, you hear me?
Why did they recognize her? Because she was a slave selling motherfucker.
You think that's why I said what you think?
Yeah.
You think Chef can pull that off?
It could either be that, or she rained so much hell on the people around her that she carved it out for herself. Either way, it ain't like she did it through peace treaties. Let's not say that she brought all the regions together. We ain't finna do that.
Well, what region together? She brought her region together, nigga. She controlled her shit.
She enslaved all the people around her.
You think that's what she did, or what? What you think? What you think? Why don't you go back in time and build some jails for her so she can put the people in jail? I think that might help out. You know?
Yeah, put niggas in jail. So now
put niggas in jail for that. You do know that, right?
Uncle Tom's, but you will sit there and say that her only option was to either.
Don't believe that nigga, yo. Don't believe that nigga, yo.
She had three options, right? But look, a person who can levy Uncle Tom can say a black person got three options for other black people: either kill them, lock them up, or sell them. That's it.
So what would you rather they do? What would you rather they do?
I would rather that bitch drown herself before she make any of those decisions for anybody.
Right. You agree with that logic?
Fuck her.
You agree with that logic? Huh.
Because you're not gonna say that she made that decision and in some kind of way tout her as a hero for African Americans.
Hey, logic. So if I come to your house and shoot you up, right, and take your uncle and them all the way to another whole planet, nigga, do you got the right to enslave me? I'm just asking you, bro. If you catch me, I'm asking you, bro.
So you really do believe that? You really do believe? No. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, yo. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, yo.
He do not have a trump card in this. Just
no. So what he's actually saying is he does think that racism is a good weapon against racism. That's actually what he's saying. That's why he holding that shit like that. He don't got a problem with it at the end of the day.
Well, when me and you gonna do our show Logic on the channel?
You didn't just got to the point where you're now. You asking me if I feel like atrocities.
I'm not fucking with you on this one.
Can atrocities erase atrocities? Come on, bro.
Yo, you gonna have that conversation, right?
You say what?
You go ahead that conversation, right?
Yeah, you the one been dodging it, not me.
I ain't dodging that. You know what I mean? You do. Shit. I ain't fucking with Chef. I'm gonna do a separate show on Chef. Yeah, we're gonna do
I'll leave it alone. I think Logic.
We're gonna do some revisit.
Can handle it better. I think you can hear his point better than mine. You feel me? I think he approaches it from a whole nother angle. Cause I'm a flat out call her a crazy bitch. You know what I mean? And we gonna go off the rail with that. You feel me? Because I don't see nothing redeemable. I don't see nothing redeemable. A motherfucking slaver. Like, That is horrible for African Americans.
So let me get this straight. I won't make this point. I want to get this point. So the Portuguese, the French, the niggas she was fighting against, they hate this lady. They don't call that lady a slaver, yo. That ain't what
their
they call
business part. They don't call themselves slavers either. Think about that.
So they weren't no business partners, yo.
No, hold on. They don't call themselves slavers either.
Yes, they do, yo.
No, they don't.
They do.
I never heard the Portuguese say that they don't call themselves slavers.
Y'all listening to this, yo? Y'all don't think that the United States government don't consider themselves to enslave people? Is I living in the same world or something?
So the United States is slavers.
I'm finished. I don't want to talk.
I never heard the United States call themselves slavers.
I'm just done, yo. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want
do
to get
what?
ahead.
No, make that point. I need you to make that
point. To his point though, let's just be fair. The woman owned slaves. She was involved in the slave trade. So if someone just wants to use that particular phrase, like, I mean, it's not exactly like, it would be wrong though, right? You know what I mean?
So do you call a person a murderer? No, listen, do you call a person a murderer if I dove in your house, raped your daughter, did this, did that, and you kill me? Yo, they don't call you a murderer. They say you protecting your house. They don't call you a murderer. They don't call you a murderer. Yo, that's not. Now, Chef would. You should have just held the nigga till the police came there. You caught him on your wife, but you should have held him. That's Chef take. That's how they do it. He should just let them take the country and enslave everybody in the country. You saved all your nation. Should let them die. Don't put them niggas in slavery that were trying to kill you. That's Chef's take. I know his take already. I'm just saying, yo, they don't call it that, yo. Yeah, you can read the reports on what they call the lady. They tell you. They give it utmost respect. Her enemies.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's where I'm at. It's our opinion at this point. Okay? And there's documentation. They'll tell you what she was. Yeah. To a certain point, yo, you would have had to be a slaver, yo, in that time period. You had slavery in Africa before Europeans came in. That's par for the course. So I don't know what you should cuss out all African nations then, nigga. Cuss all of them out, because that was it. They didn't have a penal system. So, nigga, your ass was either in servitude or the type of slavery they had. You act like they had penal systems where you put criminals in jail or prisoners of war.
I'm fair enough to do that, though. I'm fair enough to do that.
Africans a pass for their participation.
All of them, yeah. Any one of them. All of them.
No, that's humanity did it.
I don't care. And well, then humanity gets the fucking charge.
All right,
what am I supposed to say about that? Slavery is wrong. I don't give a fuck who did it. When they did
people in prison, it's putting people in prison.
What the circumstances was?
No, I'm asking you a question.
No, listen. If your penal system, or your judicial system has a prison system, right, that goes along with your penalty,
go one for one.
I have no problem with that.
So then you don't have a problem with a slave system that goes one-on-one with your laws and regulations. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Because that was their form of punishment. You don't have a problem with you having a penal system, right, that goes in accordance with their laws and rules. So then why would you have a problem with slavery being a part of their rules and laws, bro? That's what prisoners of war is. What they was put in slavery. Criminals was put into slavery, bro. Not just a regular old nigga just mind his business working forever. That's not how that works. So now you're trying to tell me you don't even understand that. So we go to war with each other.
Oh my God. So you Chef, the record was not Queen Nzinga raiding lands for slavery.
No, you made that up, Chef. Chef, you made it up.
God,
yeah, go get that. Chef, that should be easy. She wasn't raiding nothing, nigga. She was taking her shit back, my nigga. It's what she was doing. She, as a matter of fact, she was getting African niggas that was waging war against everybody else. She would go sneak up on them niggas, take their weapons, say, yo, check this out. I'm either gonna chop your motherfucking head off, nigga, or you draw my motherfucking arm. She hit you with the lay down and get down. That's what she did.
She did all
She said, you on their side? She did that.
I'm not saying she didn't do that, but I'm saying that she directly raided lands to fill the coffers of slavery. She did that.
No, that's not what that lady did. The nigga took. I'm gonna give you one better. She took the whole slave coast, nigga. Tell it like it is.
Right.
Right. So she ain't had to raid no land. She took the very trade itself.
Right. And these was the lands that they raided for slaves.
No, she took the very
they called it the slave coast.
Yeah, the port. No, she took the whole
opened up the lands. So listen,
she took the
I'm
whole
gonna tell
industry.
y'all, is niggas living in Africa chilling, got their own villages. You dig what I'm saying? Their shit was a part of the slave raiding lands. This was a part of the place, the region that you go and get slaves. They paid people like Nzinga or commissioned them to go in there and get those fucking people. That's what the fuck happened. All of this shit telling that everybody was prisoners of war. That's not, it ain't that much war in the fucking world. She started creating war so she can enslave people. You think those people weren't supposed to fight back instead of getting put into slavery when they knew she had broken deals to sell motherfuckers? So they wasn't supposed to tool up to fight this bitch. That's fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah, and she doing all of that for China.
Hey, Logic.
They was the ones defending themselves against her.
No,
they was defending themselves against her.
He going through it right now. This is what he go through.
Yo, because this nigga will tell
you told me you bothered.
No, but in all seriousness, yo, I'm not sure what you're trying to protect.
No,
it's almost let me say something. Let me say something.
Let me finish
Let him say something.
I can't say nothing. All right, but go ahead.
No, you can't. Hold on.
I ain't gonna fight.
Do you think I disagree with what Chef just said? If it went the way that nigga just said it, do you think no, yo, that's not true? If that's what happened, fuck that bitch. Just like that, nigga. If that's what that bitch did, fuck that bitch. But since you know that I know the nigga made all that shit up just now, yo, and how perfect the situation, that ain't what the fuck happened, dog. Nowhere can he show y'all niggas. He can't do a show tomorrow to say that. He can't get a credible source to say that. He can't get that.
Show right now to say.
Go ahead. We're gonna sit back and watch critique it. Go.
Yeah, man, I could do a show right now.
And go get that.
Shit crazy.
Don't forget what you said. You said. No, we ain't been through that. You made that up.
Jesus
we ain't been through that. Go get it.
You want the whole conversation to start back up again.
Man, I thought that's what we was doing for content, my nigga.
I ain't got time for that. Because once I show it again, then you gonna make a whole. It's gonna be a.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna say the same thing over.
Hey,
you're gonna say the same thing over. But I'm glad you said. Brass, is you taping this?
No, he ain't taping it.
Yeah, I'm taping this silly ass.
Oh, it's taped. Now we got him on record. He said if that's what she was doing, then she's a bitch.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
He said she's a bitch. Now,
yeah.
I can show this today, or I can do it 6 months from now. But it's on tape. It's on tape. You feel me?
Hey, Sheffrin. Hey, Sheffrin. So don't forget how you painted. You say people were sitting there and everything was cool. Since when was it cool with a whole nother alien motherfucker coming in your area? The area was in total disruption, yo. Are you playing right now with us? Bro, when Europeans entered into Africa and they started coming in the droves of Europeans, motherfucking the Portuguese and the Spanish and all the motherfuckers, yo, they fucked up the trade, yo. It was all in disarray.
It was the Portuguese and the Dutch in Angola.
Yeah, of course. So you saying that shit wasn't an issue, yo? Yo, wasn't nobody chilling when them niggas came in there, yo? It disrupted the whole system, yo. So that's a mischaracterization right there. Ain't no white people looking for slaves got everybody else comfortable. And so now the people that couldn't protect themselves were vulnerable on the outskirts, nigga. There is no record where motherfucking Nzinga forcibly went and disenslaved me. What she did was she looked at niggas and say, check this out, B. These bitches is coming. You over here. You either gonna fight with me or you fuck. What you doing?
Oh, I'm selling you.
What you gonna do? What you? Either way, you gone, nigga. But I'm saying is, I'm gonna keep up. I'm gonna keep up.
So
hold
you
on, let me get my turn.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna get my turn. I'm saying. She said, "Yo, either we're gonna fight and protect the homeland, or you not. What you doing?" That's what she did. What else was she supposed to do? Like, that's what nations do, nigga. Nigga, it's time to tool up, motherfuckers. If you ain't tooling up, nigga, you gotta do something to help us. Because these niggas come to take our shit. She the only nigga ain't get her shit taken, yo. See, the only woman, as a matter of fact, that got her nation back where they lived in peace and prosperity. That's what happened, nigga. Everybody else got took.
Devil. She partnered with the devil.
She didn't partner with no. You're lying now. Now you made it
partnered
up.
with the fucking Dutch.
Now you made it up.
Yo, you
made
so on fucking vacation.
And then you taking it. No, hold on. And check this out. And I'm gonna tell you what you just did. Everybody know, right, that when you dealing with nations and city states, yo, you broker deals.
Mm-hmm.
And she broke the deals for her nation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then they broke the deal.
At the expense of
Hold on,
everybody
no, nigga. And then they broke the deal, and then they made another deal.
And then she went and partnered with the Portuguese.
So why she make the deals, yo? Tell the people
because that bitch was thirsty for fucking power.
No. Tell the truth, yo. Why she make the deal, chef?
Because she was thirsty for power. She wanted her fucking kingdom.
That's what you doing.
Go ahead.
Hold on, wait. So am I wrong for saying she broke the deal to stop the fight between us so people could get arrested, yo? Because they was coming regardless. So whenever she would broke a deal, it would stop the fight and they could live in peace for a while, yo. That's not true. I made that up.
But at all times, she was still waging war against her people.
No, she never was waging war against her people, bro. You know that.
I'm talking about other Africans. I'm talking about
that's not fair. No, I'm not.
In turn, you dig what I'm saying?
All right, okay. So when Germany fought against France, Germany was fighting against their people. That's what you're saying.
White people, yeah, that was white on white.
I'm not doing this. I'm tapping out the conversation. Now you just trying to just win on
white people. No, I'm not. I'm sticking on the Zinga was.
Her people anyway.
Then we got better resources.
At the end of the day, yo. At the end of the day, yo, we gotta raise the bar for our heroes. Even if they don't do it, we got
your hero. Who your hero? Give me a hero. I'm gonna turn down. I'm waiting on you. Who your hero?
Yeah, I mean, you defended Nzinga like she a hero.
No, she is my hero.
See?
Yeah,
now, why you even challenge what I said? So I'm saying if the bar is that low to where we gotta hold up. Let me finish what I'm saying. Like if the bar done got so low that now we gotta adjust the term of what a slavery is, or possibly, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do all of that just to see if we can consider this person a hero for African Americans, and that means they're not.
You're right. You're right. You're right. So why you ain't answer the question though, Logic? I asked you a specific question. Maybe I'll ask it again.
What question?
If I come to your house and enslave a portion of your house and kill people, right? And then you kill me. Hold on. And then you kill me. Are you a murderer? Is that the way history would classify you? Or would they classify you as a person that is protecting your sovereign rights as a human being? Yo, which way would they classify you, bro? Come on, yo.
Bro. So yeah, you still be a murderer.
All right, okay. Well, there you go. So we end the conversation right there. We can get no farther with this. I got you. All right. But that's not how history write it, yo. They don't write. They don't start with Jordan as a gambler, nigga. They start with he's the greatest basketball player.
The man who lost his son and then he ran over the security guard or whatever. They still tried him for murder, even though he was hurting. He was going through it. Ain't nobody be like, well, damn, I'm gonna just excuse his actions because of what he went through.
No, they don't call him. They say it's manslaughter, yo. It's different shit in the court, yo. They don't just say you're a murderer.
Exactly. You being technical when the man dead, Joe.
That's not. You
trying to use all these. You trying to use all of this?
White man rules. I'm trying to use the right man rules. It's just murder. All right, yo. All right, no problem, yo.
Technical is being accurate.
Yeah, I'm being accurate, yo.
What's up, Sister Sasha?
Peace to everybody.
What up?
I'm gonna get it. It's all good, Logic, man. Maybe one time. Nah, I can't say. I ain't gonna say you're gonna read a scholarly source on this thing. I ain't gonna read it. Read the Wikipedia article.
I've
get some context to it, yo.
I feel you.
If you don't got to read it, yo, ask ChatGPT, yo.
Let's talk.
What?
Hey, I just did that in ChatGPT 5. I'm about to put it in the comments for y'all.
The whole scale on how many bodies she actually responsible for, and all you want to charge her with is manslaughter.
No, I'm gonna charge with keeping her
All
nation
them
safe
people
from colonial power. No matter how she did it. It's an extreme situation. Remember I tell you about these extreme situations, yo? I say I'm never. They was coming to take that lady land, yo. It's an extreme situation. They had never met white. King of Bonds on it.
Water.
Niggas out their mind, yo. Nah, I can't. I ain't ready to ride with y'all.
And her. Only charge.
Go ahead, yo.
Man.
No, I ain't charging. No, I'm charging with being a sovereign nation, yo.
Manslaughter.
Yeah, yo. Protecting her families, protecting her land, her rights. Her fucking own father them turned on her.
I got it.
With that shit. Boys. Yeah, I don't fuck with the white boys, yo.
It's kind of, if you look at the thing, because they break it down, it seems like she participated more than she resisted, based on what ChatGPT and Wikipedia said. If you want to just, we're gonna use statistics. Shout out to Sister Safa. We can be exact with it.
Participated in what?
In the slave trade. It's right there. Go ahead and click. I know you got ChatGPT 5. If you look in the chat and just click the link that's in this chat, you can see it. It brings it up.
So you ain't hear me say she took the whole slave code shit?
No, I read that, before you said that. It explains it. I broke down the whole timeline.
So why did she do it? Why did she take the whole slave codes? Why would she do that?
Is that what's in question right now?
Yeah, I want to know. Did she just do it for slaves or what? Or what was it?
We can read it together.
I know what it was. I don't got to read it. I read it in the historical documents. It was key real estate.
Just say it to save some time. Go ahead and just say it.
Yeah, it's key real estate. If you don't get that, you're done. You need to control that. If you don't control that, you're done.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have that. If you don't have that, yo, you're done. You're pinned in, nigga. That's your ass. Yeah, you gotta have that. Need that land right there. You need to control that. That's the only way you survive, yo. Whoever get that, yo, win the day. Yep.
Okay. So
now you gotta read and understand what that is. Now you gotta go into some. There's a couple good authors that actually take Portuguese records, and you can have that good conversation around it. You can get in depth on it, but I'm not sure if anybody really want to do that. So y'all probably suggest you just give that up, and then all this shit would have been taken. Nigga, you was going anyway.
Question, because you didn't, from how you're putting everything together, we're getting the clarification that you have an understanding on this subject above us. Cool.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I got one above y'all. I just think I read.
It just seemed like it from just taken from what you're just saying. But I'm trying to move past it. I'm trying to click on the ChatGPT and look at this timeline to see if there are any issues with the information that you have already collected over these years of the subject.
Yeah, but I know what the slave market is in Africa, yo. I know what it is and what it ain't. You know what I mean? I know the differences. I know what it is. I know what it is. It's not like in America. It's some whole different shit, yo.
We understand that chattel slavery. Let me speak for myself then, because I know you the king of blankets. You're a blanket store. You're a blanket everybody. This is what I'm trying to say.
Blanket, call me man.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not even trying to be in the bed. Pause. What I'm trying to tell you is I understand the difference. I'm trying to see with this timeline, how can you debate what Steph is saying?
No, read the timeline. Read the timeline. Tell me what the timeline.
I asked you 3 times to click the damn link, bro.
I'm in the car, man. I'm doing something.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, thank you for saying that, because I'm like, bro, you just not doing it. Shit. All right.
Go ahead.
No, go
Oh
ahead.
no, say what you got to say, Chef. I'm putting it up. Like I say, I'm
All right,
doing something too.
So mine is broken down into phases, right? It gives me 4 phases of her participation in the slave trade, right? Now my point is really brought out in phase 2 of her participation. And phase 2 is mainly what I'm talking about. Phase 2 is a strategic participation in the slave trade. And it starts from 1631. It says Nzinga takes control of Matamba Kingdom, becoming queen. Matamba was already a major slave trading hub. Nzinga reorganizes it as a military state, recruiting Mbangala fighters. Point 3, begins to capture rival African groups and sell captives to both the Portuguese and later the Dutch. Now, from 1635 to 1641, Matamba grows wealthy by way of the slave trade. Then, from that wealth, it gives me 3 more points. Point 1, from 1635 to 1645, the expansion of the Matamba, raiding weaker neighbors for captives. Point 1, raiding from 1635 to 1641, raiding weaker neighbors for captive. Point 2, using ransom diplomacy, returning some captives for tribute and selling others. Point 3, targeting enemies of her regime for enslavement. Then from 1641, the Dutch seized Luanda from Portugal, and Nzinga allies with the Dutch against the Portuguese. Step 2, her tactic. She supplies the Dutch with captives in exchange for firearms and military support. This marks her most direct participation in the transatlantic slave trade. Does that make Nzinga a slaver? Not to everybody else that's in it.
Make her a hero.
Yeah, she wasn't getting guns to go fight the Portuguese. She was getting guns to go collect more slaves.
Oh no, we.
What you say, y'all? Did you read what that man read? Y'all like that, bro? Now, can you read that again, yo, so I can add some context to all this?
I don't need your
context. Chef, I agree with all that, though. Hey, Chef, I agree with all that.
What she was getting the guns for, what she do with the guns?
Let's keep it simple.
No. Go down. Start over again, yo. I like that. Because y'all can actually ask your ChatGPT that. Each point, y'all can ask the reason behind that. But let me give you the reason behind that.
Go ahead.
That nigga Unc said he about to give context to ChatGPT 5 with this shit.
Yeah, you know ChatGPT. I'll give you each one. Each point y'all just read, right? Why? So I'm gonna ask y'all, why y'all think the lady need the guns, yo? Did Africans make guns?
To get more niggas. To go get more niggas.
Don't start there.
Right? Hold on.
We can kill that quick. We can kill that quick.
These guns do what, though?
All right. Okay. All right. There you go. That's the answer. She got more guns to kill more African people. All right, there you go. Shit.
No, to enslave more African.
That's why
keep that business going.
There you go.
That nigga twisted this shit out of my words. Damn.
He said to kill more.
Get more niggas.
Oh shit, you violent. Now, I mean, get like grab, not kill. Violent a bit.
That's all it couldn't be the brand new people that come out of nowhere. Couldn't be for them motherfuckers. It couldn't be that they had guns fighting. It couldn't be that reason.
No, she was aligned with them. She was aligned with them.
Nah, she teamed up.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah, she was doing business with them. They was war on them.
She seen that blunderbuss and was like, I need 100 of them.
Right. She ain't gonna crash out on them.
She bought 100 switches and went and took the block over, man.
Y'all hear me?
We can hear you now.
All right, hold on. So read the points again. Go ahead, start over, yo.
Read. Okay.
Rival niggas. Go ahead.
Phase 2. Strategic position. My bad. Strategic participation in slave trade from 1630 to 1640.
Why they put that word there? What that word?
Why did they put strategic?
Yeah, why you think they put that word there, yo?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, literally tap that into ChatGPT. Why did you put strategic? Let's not think for ChatGPT. Let's go down the rabbit hole.
I want to give my reason, and then y'all put it up against ChatGPT.
No, it's not a you versus ChatGPT, man. But fuck it, come on.
No, you're right. No, you're right. No, let's do it that way. That's fine. That's fine. That's the rule set. Go ahead. I'll follow that rule. Ask him why it was that. I know what the word means.
We understand too. We trying to see why you said.
I want to hear what Hump's best guess is before ChatGPT.
I want to see this.
I want to hear how close he get.
Because there's only one thing that a person would have to be putting together strategies for to protect their country and their kingdom and to fight against colonial powers. So any strategy employed is for that. She had world war. It's world war, yo. It's like Hitler going against the world. It's world war. You know what I'm saying? They had world war. That's their world, and they had war. So all this was based in an extreme situation called war, and they're coming to get y'all niggas. So this is the climate. We're not going to erase that. I refuse to have this conversation outside of that. All right? Simple as that, bro. So no, she strategically, she needed those slave ports. She needed to control that. And she made it a what? She made it a garrison. All right? That's what she did. Tell you all of what she did with it, nigga. All right, she made it that. But go ahead, and she attacked weaker nations. Why would she attack weaker nations? Because nigga, y'all need to get down or lay down, nigga. What we doing? We gotta be bigger force. What you gonna do? You either with us or you against us, nigga. She gotta make that call. But keep reading.
It says Matamba grows by wealth.
Right.
Point 1: raiding weaker neighbors for captives.
And what she do with them? What she do with the captives?
Sold them.
Keep reading.
She sold them or ransomed them back to their families for money. And if they couldn't come up with it, then she was selling them to the motherfucking Europeans.
So put that in.
It's no good. It's nothing good in this.
Put that in. No, put it in ChatGPT on why she did that. Start off with the word.
Listen. Raiding weaker neighbors for captives, using ransom diplomacy, returning some captives for tribute while selling others.
I know. Put it in there. Ask why she did that.
I don't ask.
Chef,
oh my
Chef,
God!
There's a reason for that, Chef.
Yo,
come on, DQ. You said that's what we was doing, yo. So we changed it now, yo. I agree to that.
If he put it, like I said, he can put that in, but we're trying to say it doesn't trump the fact that we're proving she sold slaves.
No, you're trumping. You're trumping.
No, all right, you got it.
No, you're trumping the rule you came up with. You had a rule in place. I said I adhere to the rule. Remember?
Okay, hey Chef, type that in the ChatGPT. What I'm trying to say now, with context, it still doesn't change the fact that she sold other humans for other than protection. You're trying to say it's protection of the country. We're trying to say she did it for profits or to get more guns.
She didn't attack them weaker nations to save them. She attacked them so she could sell them.
Okay, says y'all.
No, says ChatGPT.
Oh my God!
This shit feels like about 4 years ago.
So she went to war with her weaker neighbors so she could feed them.
Hey, okay, so why don't you
feed them to the white man?
So there's no name. Hold on. So you trying to tell me there's no name to the wicked nations? Y'all don't know there's actually names and there's a history between them. Y'all didn't know that?
We sure.
No. But y'all don't know that though. So you saying
no? So if I go back up,
it talks to do. You do that, Yoda. You didn't know that fallacy. I'm gonna create a new fallacy. You didn't know that fallacy. We don't. Know. It's not about that, bro. Like Small just said, this is 4 years ago.
My fault, yo. My fault.
I know like 4 years ago.
I ain't know hip hop came from Mexico. My fault.
I didn't know.
Here you go. You're right.
My fault, fellas. I know hip hop came.
What about it?
My fault.
You in the Matrix for
smoke grenade.
Yeah, there's a context on why Puerto Ricans is around hip hop. It's a context for that. But now you're right. It came from Puerto Rico.
Go. Hey, this is the goalpost fallacy. You didn't read that fallacy. Now's the goalpost fallacy. Let's get right back on this Zinga, baby. Let's get right back on this Zinga.
Let's get on the root fallacy.
Let's get right back. Let's get back to the Zinga.
Hold on. Can you slow down so we can catch you, bro? I promise you, if we catch you, we not gonna do the Nzinga, dog. But will you slow down so we can catch you, gang?
Hey, DQ, now I feel like you set me up, DQ. You set me up. Bro.
Now
I put you over there now, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But hey, listen, it wasn't like that. We were trying to stay on the subject.
We don't want to hear your explanation, But the reason we use ChatGPT because we want to use ChatGPT. And then I say, you know what? I agree. You're right. I hear that. Then all of a sudden, look where we at.
No, I'm with that. No, I'm on that point. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
That's the point that got us to this point, though. That's why they doing all the shit they say right now. Because we ain't put that shit in that motherfucker, dog.
Hey, no, he about to put it in there. He already put it in there. I got you. He put it in there. ChatGPT. Let's read the answer. We got you. We right back. We reeled it in.
I'm listening. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hold on. I'm purposely being quiet, but listen. Did she attack weaker nations to sell them? Yes. According to multiple historical accounts, Queen Nzinga did attack weaker or rival African groups to sell the captives into the transatlantic slave trade. Then the next question was it some kind of altruistic thing or was it slavery? It was slavery. Queen Nzinga's raids on weaker nations weren't humanitarian rescues or cultural integration. They were wars of capture to supply the transatlantic slave trade and strengthen her position. That's what ChatGPT said. Y'all can go back to the Bronx or whatever the fuck y'all talking about right now.
Strengthen her position for what, right? Why would she have a need to strengthen?
You heard me talk for you picked the last two words.
No, I think you don't get that's the important part though. What is she strengthening her position against, yo?
For the Portuguese.
Huh?
She was strengthening her position with the Portuguese, yo, so she could keep the supply going.
With the Portuguese, huh? All right. Okay.
I mean, she ain't strengthening her position with the African nations. She certainly isn't repairing their relationship.
Okay. All right. All right, yo. I'm saying she's strengthening. I'm saying she's strengthening her position against the invasion force that's there. She's strengthening her position against other. She's strengthening her position against other rival nations. Is what she's doing. She's putting her community in a place to be free. That's what she's doing.
I'm trying to figure out how is it against the Portuguese when she's working with them.
I'm gonna leave that right there. And if you don't understand it, then you don't understand why you killing me for coming to your house. It's not murder. So I don't expect you to understand.
Nobody in here is getting what you're saying. So it ain't just me. I'm saying how can it be strengthening her position?
I've never cared about everybody though.
Can you calm down? How can she be strengthening her position with the enemy if she working with them?
Okay.
It's how can both things?
Says you, Logic. Since you wouldn't know the story in the Nzinga, you would say that.
So everything they've been reading don't say that she was working with the Portuguese?
She wasn't working with the Portuguese. It was an off and on thing it was all the whole mumble jumble shit. To fake a nigga out and act like we friends and not friends.
When you say off and on, that means you got to be working with them at some point if it's off and on. So what the on period
is that not what Russia and the United States do with each other? They work with each other.
No, it's well. Let me go ahead and just clarify documents. It's documented right here in the timeline where she did work with the Portuguese. Like that's not even an argument, y'all. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. That's normal. We fight for no reason right there.
She worked with the Dutch.
Which African people she worked with though?
You said what?
I say, who are the African people she worked with? We ain't heard that yet.
They was all looked to be the same, yo.
Oh my goodness.
I'd like to
just like the French and the Germans. They look at each other the same. They don't look at each other as being, oh, we all got the same DNA markers. Yo, they sovereign nations, you know.
But you can't describe her enslaving them as them working together, bro.
I like
but that's why.
if we can find
Sister Safa trying to speak. Hold up, y'all.
I want to just read something to see if we can find somewhere where we can agree, and then maybe we can move on. Okay. All right.
Yes,
so now Queen Nzinga of Dongo and Matamba, and it gives the dates, is celebrated as a brilliant military strategist, skilled diplomat, and symbol of African resistance to Portuguese colonization, leading her people for over 40 years through warfare, shifting alliances, and strategic nation building. She famously negotiated with the Portuguese on equal terms, forged alliances with the Dutch, and strengthened her kingdom's economy and governance, defying gender norms by ruling as a warrior queen. However, she also participated in the transatlantic slave trade, capturing and selling other Africans to secure weapons and goods, and ruled with ruthless measures to maintain power. Despite these moral complexities, she is considered a hero even in academia, because historians view her within the context of her time, recognizing her exceptional leadership, defiance against European domination, and ability to protect her people's sovereignty in a world shaped by colonialism and the slave trade. So do you think this is a fair and balanced assessment?
Absolutely, I rest my case. Absolutely, I say nothing else. I'm done.
No, because where in there does it say that? Where in there does it say that she? Hold
on, Logic. No, because once again, we highlight every single positive thing she did, bring up the times, and just skip the slavery. The funny thing is, Sister Safa, hold on, Sister Safa.
It's in there, Brad.
Yeah,
hold
it's
on,
in there, Brad.
Hold on. I'm not talking about what Sister Safa read. What you read was amazing. So here's
you act like it's amazing, though, bro.
So, Sister Safa, let me ask you a question. So was she a slaver, Sister Safa? She did all that good stuff. Was she a slaver?
Well, I have to agree with the God Killer. Is you have to think about it in the context of the time. So
why do y'all give me context and nuance for yes and no questions?
Because
she did all of those great things. Was she a slaver?
I think that we all can agree that she participated in the slave trade. Everybody can agree with that, right?
Do y'all have a thing against the word slaver? Does that have like a connotation for y'all that y'all can't accept? She participated in the transatlantic slave trade. Are you going to somehow finish that sentence and say that she wasn't a slaver?
Well, I can't really say that, because if you're saying that everyone who ever was participated in the slave trade was a slaver, Chef said earlier that he don't know nothing about America, saying that they were slavers. So that's not.
She's a slaver with context, I guess. We just thought.
I'm not Chef. Queen Nzinga is celebrated today mainly because of her anti-Portuguese resistance has been amplified in academia, while her participation in slavery has been downplayed or reframed, especially in Pan-Africanist and nationalist storytelling. To say that she was a hero is correct. To say that she was a villain is correct. She was a slaver. So what you read is amazing. What I read is just dumb.
I don't know what you read. Where that source at, Brad? Where you read that
from? What Sister Safa was reading is in the chat. If anyone's interested, I was reading along with her while she was reading. What were you gonna say? I'll let you go first.
Can anybody tell us what cooperation she had with African countries, though?
No, I'm done.
We trying to say that she.
I'm saying I agree with Sister.
She had deals and arrangement with the Dutch and the Portuguese, but what she did for the Africans, though, I'm trying to figure that part out.
I'm done.
I mean,
I'm done. Nothing I could do with you, Lodge. You actually think it's like niggas say today we Africans. It's not what
you sound like you saying she did everybody a favor.
No, I'm saying is okay. All right, bro. I thought you listened to what she read, bro.
I did.
Okay, so why you keep worrying about that? They don't know about no Africans. They don't know about that. They know about you the such and such, and you the such and such, and you the such and such, nigga. That's what they saying.
Wouldn't she have to have
explain that to you.
Wouldn't she have to have assisted the Africans in
nigga, they
some sort of a way for you to justify?
No, they're different.
Yes, you would have to. You can't. What?
What are you talking about? They're different
I'm
nations.
saying you can't give me one good thing that she did.
Okay, she didn't do
You're
nothing
just telling me what academia said.
She didn't do anything good, but she ended up being the last man standing in a world. White people was taking their shit, so she didn't get her shit taken. So that's the one good thing she did. How about that? That's what she did. At the end, a black woman, made all the white men look crazy and all the wild ass African kings look crazy. That's what she did.
There was no black. Hey,
they got rich off of her.
No. Hold on. There was no black at that. There was no black at that time. Right? Wasn't no black at that time. Black was a social construct, right? See, this is some black shit. Y'all doing the black thing again. Have at it, bro.
He's praising the sellout for surviving, for selling niggas out.
Absolutely.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
My type of sellout. My type of sellout.
Crazy.
Damn.
Nigga, you was a part of the getting sold.
I'm gonna tell you this. You know what's funny? You know what's funny, yo?
Damn.
You know what's funny? I'd have been in her army and y'all niggas would have had y'all head on the stakes.
No, your people was
no. Nah, my
your
people, like I said,
this is
I'd have been head would have been on the
nuts.
You ain't a part of the winning motherfuckers.
You'd have been fighting with the motherfucking Portuguese, yo. That's what you would have been, Chef.
He wasn't a part of the winning.
It's okay, Chef. You made that up, Chef. You don't know what. No, you made that up, Chef. Hey, Chef, you made that up, Chef. You just talking. You don't know. You don't know where. You don't know what condition. You don't know what. You just talking. But you know you get the records to find out. You can actually read to find out.
Bro,
I know you're not gonna read it. Because like you said, I don't gotta read that shit. You're right, Chef.
There was the enslaved people, right? Who are you the result of? Who are you the result of?
Nah. What I don't like is the sister read something. It included everything that we talked about, right? It didn't slant nothing, and everybody ran away from it 100 miles an hour. You know why? Because it put it in the proper context. That's why y'all want to hear that shit. That's why I'm done. That's why I'm done with the conversation.
I actually got a realization. I came to a realization somewhere last year.
I agree with that statement.
Egyptians ain't black. Egyptians ain't black, but Nzinga is.
You said what?
That's the part that makes no sense to me. Nobody, y'all just skipping over the fact.
You changed the conversation. Hey, Brad, hold on.
No, I'm not changing the conversation. That's why you're defending it. And you never asked nobody else. You didn't ask her for, hold on. You didn't ask this decipher for a source. As soon as somebody said something that didn't agree with you, as soon as somebody said something that didn't agree with you, you asked for a source.
Why didn't I ask for a source? Why didn't I ask for a source? Why didn't I ask for a source?
Because you agree with it.
No, I didn't ask for a source because that's what academia actually says. That's how she's remembered in history, actually. So I know that because I read a couple books on her. So that's
they don't
exactly
give a fuck about us.
You go to the Wikipedia and say the same thing. So
they don't give a fuck about us.
Okay, that's fine. I ain't mad at you. That's your touchy point.
How should the enslaved?
I'm talking to Brass right now. Hey, Brass, you understand why I'm agreeing with her?
Does that make sense? Hey, don't waste your time talking to Uncle Tom, bro.
Why is it so difficult?
Hold on, hey, Brass, who you talking to? Who you talking to, Brass? You talking to me?
No.
Why? Thought not.
Brass, one nuance that we
talking to, nigga.
Hold on,
I'm
Brass.
talking to you, nigga. Because I ain't called you Uncle Tom.
Yes, you did, nigga. Stop that.
I didn't call you no motherfucker Uncle Tom, nigga. I would have called you one, nigga. Now what?
Hey, Chief X, let me ask you a question. Have you said anything about Francis Cress Wilson in any of these conversations?
Yeah, all the time.
Hey, Chief X, have you said anything about Francis Cress Wilson in these conversations?
When you
Have
ask me,
you? Have you? I don't have you on tape talking about none of this shit. But apparently, you the Uncle Tom. That's
Nigga,
you.
talk to me. He talked about that shit before y'all did for damn sure, nigga. I'm gonna get that nigga that.
You the Uncle Tom. Y'all listen. Y'all can fall for that shit. That shit don't
All right,
work.
nigga. So hey, yo, protect yourself,
right
bruh.
there. It'll
I
stay
got a
right
bone
there.
to pick with you anyway, dog. You said, nigga, we was the cult out your mouth. So why you mad though? I ain't get mad. I ain't say nothing to you.
You are
I'm
a
not
cult.
even mad. I'm not even mad that you said the Tom shit.
I know, but you
I'm
called me a
actually
cult though,
kind of
yo.
upset. No, I'm kind of
Called me a
upset.
cult though, yo.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, right.
called me a
And
cult, bro.
and I'm kind of upset the fact that you literally are telling me you called us Toms because I called you a cult, while
No,
also
I didn't
telling me
say
you
that.
wasn't
I
talking
never
to
said
me,
that.
nigga.
Chef said,
Like you
Chef
don't
called
realize,
himself
like
Uncle Tom just now. I never called
you
y'all
don't
that.
realize the shit that you just
I
the
call
shit that
Uncle
you say,
Tom
bro.
too.
You don't realize that. You don't realize that you literally just said I didn't call you that, but then you just said I called you that because I called you a cult. You think I
No,
don't hear the shit that you say, bro?
no, you
These
don't
niggas,
hear,
listen,
nigga, because that's
some of
not what
these
I
niggas
said.
in
You
here
don't
will hear
hear.
you and not hear you and just walk
One
past
one thing you
That's
do
why I'm
got is
not
the tape.
saying nothing.
Hey, listen, one thing you do got is the tape. Cause I didn't say what you just said. Now run back the motherfucking tape.
Bro, I'm talking about the shit you just said out your
Nigga,
mouth
I
right
didn't
now,
say
bro.
that. I didn't
Bro,
say that.
listen.
I didn't say that.
I'll just go ahead and
What
be a
I said
Tom.
was,
I
why
already
is
know
you
what we
mad? I said, why would you be mad at me? Thinking I called you a fucking Uncle Tom when you called me a motherfucking whatchamacallit. You called me a cult. I say, so I ain't get mad. So if you thought I said that, why you mad? That's what I said.
Civil rights was an extreme situation for African Americans. You mean you don't have no civil rights? So I'm never tripping about what people who don't even have civil rights do to other people that took those civil rights and were not allowed them to have civil rights. I ain't built like that. Never will be, never can be. I'm just not built like that. That's like some real indoctrinated Uncle Tom shit. And I barely use that word. To even worry about a person who lied to a person that put him through slavery, put him through Jim Crow, no civil rights, and nigga.
You still talking about Chief X, nigga?
Nigga, I ain't say you, nigga. I would have said your name. Now, that's what I'm telling you, nigga. You seeing ghosts. But I know you was talking about when you said I run a fucking cult, nigga. Now, you said that.
You
And I
do.
ain't taking it personal. So why you crying? You said that. And you was clear with it. And y'all niggas say it every day. So now what? But I ain't taking it personal. So why you taking the inference personal? Now, I said I ain't say that. I don't got no problem saying, Brass, you a fucking Uncle Tom, nigga. I would say that shit, yo. When I ever cross my words with you. We mans the fuck up. Now all of a sudden it's the ghost shit. Nigga, I'm getting slick in the mouth like y'all getting slick in the mouth. Nigga, if I'd said it, I would have said it, Brass. I've never missed my words with none of y'all niggas. So why today? Why I'm scared now? Why in that video that I'm just saying, try media and them niggas and come on the spot? They's a bunch of fucking Uncle Toms. That's something I would say, bro, if I thought that. What you do got is a motherfucking bunch of Uncle Toms in this bitch. And I can name them by name. Corey and motherfucking Sheep X. See how I did that? I don't got a problem with that.
Okay,
my nigga.
We're getting out of control here.
Yeah, maybe.
Brass is out of control with that shit. I told that nigga in the chat, I say, bro, I wasn't talking about you.
Well, let's just try to get back to the topic or something.
No,
Let's
it's an
move
aha
on.
moment since the sci-fi. It's always a fake ass aha moment around this bitch.
But we don't
I ain't playing them games.
We don't got to go too right because
come on, guys. Like it's not right. It's not.
Nah, we not coming on, guys. Now that everybody playing rough is come on, guys. Should have told them niggas to come on, guys. I know what I said out my mouth. Man, in these last 20 years of my life, nigga, I'm not afraid to call y'all niggas what I think y'all is. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
If this is being recorded, let's just try to keep it somewhat, educational and entertaining, not too hostile. That's all I'm saying.
If Finger brings that out of these
niggas. Man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Brass right now, yo.
Goddamn
bro, I ain't talking about you.
How about we change the subject? I got a good segue. Chief X had a video last night, I think, And that video gives you guys enough of content to argue about for probably a month. So we can leave the beloved Queen Zinga alone.
Not beloved. Not beloved.
Let me,
You can't end what you told us.
let me, Shefra, let me add my 2 cents on Nzinga real
Nah,
quick.
That was a good
T-Pack.
video.
Nigga, I ain't never
By the
gonna
way,
put
that
up with
was
no
a real
bitch
good
ass
video.
T-Pack. Fuck T-Pack.
Shout out to you.
This is
I
gonna be.
don't know if Chief X is ever a good segue. Chief X, you my homie, but I don't know if I don't know if this is off us.
Let him just
Just
talk.
trying to get y'all to stop
for real.
arguing and
Okay,
also
hold
to get
on.
off.
Let me get my 2 cents in on Nzinga real quick, and we're gonna move on. So real quick, along with slavery and Nzinga selling slaves and participating in the transatlantic slave trade, along with that is a nuance called sexual exploitation and rape. So
See,
in
that's
other
Uncle
words,
Tom for you.
in other words, Queen Nzinga.
There you go. See what I'm saying?
In other words, hold on. In other words, Queen Nzinga helped 1,000 black women get raped and sexually
See, that's Uncle
exploited.
Tom. Now you got it, Brad. Now you see that, Brad?
It's not a good thing. Sexual exploitation is a bad thing. Getting raped is a bad thing. And she knowingly did this for decades. Knowingly putting people on ships. Knowing that women are getting sexually exploited. That's what Queen Nzinga did.
Yeah, she a piece of shit. I ain't fucking with her. We need to stand up to black people and declare our own heroes and don't worry about what academia say about a motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? We don't view George Washington the same way that America views George Washington. Why? Because he owned slaves. He could have been a founding father and he could have not chopped down the cherry tree, but he's not a morally correct human being to us because he still held people of our ethnicity as fucking slaves. So academia and large frame America can look at him one way, but African Americans got a different history with people like George Washington. The same way academia can be divorced of the enslavement that Nzinga participated in, and they can look at a certain type of way. But we, being a victim of slavery, has to look at it another type of way. And we can still recognize those so-called positive things that she, even if we call them positive, that's fucking crazy. You feel me? We can acknowledge the things she did in life, but still recognize that she was a motherfucking slave. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I was gonna ask, can two things be true at the same time?
Wait.
Yeah, I was gonna
Small.
that was gonna be
small.
yeah.
With your clarity, I want to be clear. We're saying that two things are true at one time. She's a hero and she's a villain. She's a queen and she's a slaver. But as soon as we say slaver, that shit out the window. That's the part that makes no sense in none of this. It's like she participated in the transatlantic slave trade. You would want me to believe that every single slave she traded was somehow in the divine mission of Queen Nzinga. I know some of these slaves, if I don't know the percentage, but some of these slaves definitely was just for money, some form of personal power, some kind of vendetta. She was a slaver. But I don't have a problem saying that and celebrating the rest of her history. But when we bring up the part about her being a slaver, it's like the word just don't get accepted. So we're doing what you're saying. Two things can be true. Shouts to Courtney John. Two things can be true. He's correct.
And one other thing,
she ain't no hero of mine.
All chiefs and all kings fought for their own nation and their own tribe. Let's not act like it was Nzinga. They all did that.
Facts. That's a fact.
We're just talking about.
Brad.
I know. I just
my nigga.
Hold on, Small.
Please don't do it.
Institution. Was not slavery institution in Africa prior to colonialism?
Yes.
I'm asking Brad.
I say yes. We know that.
So then what are we talking about then?
We already went over that slavery.
I know so, but what do you think about it? What are we talking about? So it must be something else because the slavery ain't no new slick shit to him. So what did the conversation is what?
I'm not
I know.
listen. I'm never saying slavery was cool.
Right.
I'm saying that's always been a blight on humanity. You're never going to get me to say, because Africans participated in slavery before Europeans or before Arabs, that somehow it's cool. It's never cool, no matter who do it.
I know who's saying that though, yo. But who's saying that though, Chef?
You only get one life, yo.
That's Chef. But who's saying that, Chef?
All right, so then why does it matter whether the Africans had slavery before?
Because the slavery must not be the thing we really talking about. What's the real point? We talking about the whole world and their world, the context of it. Slavery couldn't have been the big thing because they've been doing it before anybody came there. So that can't be y'all issue. If that's the case, just say fuck all of Africa then and get up out and call all them bitches.
I don't
call
work
all the ones that came to power with kingdoms. People that came to power, kingdoms, just say, yo, I hate kingdoms. Just say I hate imperialism.
I don't want to go that far.
But why not go that far?
How much does her being a woman play into you guys' problem?
Nothing.
No,
A woman is a full sentient human being like anybody else. So she made the conscious decision to do it the same way a man could. You feel me? She exerted power the same way any other human being did. She had full control and cognition over herself. She gets no up or down because she's a woman.
That video I uploaded last night was fired.
yeah, and that's why I don't agree with everything that you do, Chief X. However, that video, I believe, for the people who like to bash on some of the elders, quote unquote, in this conscious community, that video gives them content for months, and it's lighthearted and kind of funny. So that's why I was trying to, just bring some attention to that for all the people who like to bash. Chief X gave you a nice treat.
Chief X posted 4 o'clock in the morning. Like,
yeah, I was about to say which video though.
Chief X on West Coast time. We don't pay attention to that nigga shit.
Yeah.
We get
videos about topics that we've been discussing, that y'all been discussing for the last week or two.
Think you ain't shit.
This is something you got away with words.
Hey, you see, all I said was just yes, ma'am. I can't say nothing. I just yes, ma'am. I got you.
You got it. Bash.
Oh man,
I don't understand how we move forward in this conversation, like because it's like Groundhog's Day. Like either you accept that she was a slave or you're not.
Yep.
It's your opinion. Y'all refuse.
It's not nobody's opinion.
You refuse to listen to what the sister read. It put everything in context, yo. She read the whole statement, yo. Then everybody will act like she ain't read it. Y'all got away from it and start talking crazy.
No, it's really more like you're saying because we're not adhering to what academia says that we just got to be wrong. Our opinion is totally invalid.
But ain't that my thing though? Ain't that my thing though?
I thought it was until you started taking up for Francis Cress Wilson.
Hold on, but ain't that my thing though? So okay, we all.
I thought it was until you started taking up for Francis Cress Wilson.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's a lot.
Hold on. Wait, even within what Sister Safa read though, there was slavery there.
I know. What did I say to that though, Smalls? I said I'd agree with you, man.
The context slavery.
So then, what are we still arguing for?
They can't argue context slavery.
Right.
Can't argue context slavery. due to the pressures of the times and the context, quote unquote, she had to do it, and she did it.
And
She did the job. Well, so she's a slaver. I don't see. It's not nothing hard about just admitting it. Like, she's really accoladed for her military moves. Like, the first time I ever heard about Queen Nzinga was in a military book when I was trying to go to the Air Force. I was reading shit. So that's where I first heard. Yeah, because she's known
ain't know that. She started that guerrilla warfare. She the first one.
You didn't know that. You didn't know that fallacy. Yeah, that's
that guerrilla warfare there.
Yeah, but that's what she's known for, different tactics. They related that with different shit. But like I'm saying, we just gotta take it for what it is. She was a slaver. We can admit that. It's not like, if you feel like it's a dark cloud over it, which slavery is a thing, then that's a personal viewpoint. But we can't deny the fact that's a fact. Academia doesn't change a fact. Academia reaffirms different facts. That's a fact. She was a slaver. We can't get around that.
I think academia helps us understand what was going on in the times.
Context, exactly.
Right.
Context. She's a context slaver.
No, we just said fuck academia. That's what I heard. We don't got to listen to academia.
We're not saying that.
Hold on, man. Let me finish my point.
In the China shop. I am. I'm letting you get it out. Let me step out the China shop.
See, I was right when I said what I said, right? See?
Hold on, man. Y'all gonna sit there and act like Chef ain't say fuck academia. And you too logic. You said we gotta do it for ourselves. Fuck academia. Now, how you gonna know about the situation then? If you say fuck academia, how you gonna know anything about Nzinga? Y'all not going over there, going to the Portuguese record.
Fuck their sentiments on it.
I don't gotta agree with their conclusion.
I don't have to agree with their sentiment that slavery is not pertinent in telling the story of Nzinga. It is.
Fine. Okay, fine. So listen. So fine. So you know where I'm coming from, though. I'm coming from an academic lenses on the damn subject matter.
I'm saying you don't have to. You can take their data, right? You can take their data. But you don't have to. That's political. So you taking that political stance?
I'm taking the academic stance. You're taking a separate stance.
That's their political stance on it.
No, you're taking a Stephen L.
Yeah,
go there and
you might be unintentionally pushing their narrative. That exactly might be.
Absolutely. Yep, I'm pushing the academic, scientific narrative.
That's not scientific.
Yes, it is.
Definitely not scientific.
That's not scientific.
Y'all don't even know how to tell history. You don't even know how to tell history.
The wrong jargon.
You made it up, Jeff, on purpose.
Yo, you used that wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, I know. Yep, sure did.
Jesus Christ.
You just used scientific.
And what say you on this topic, Mika, if you're able to talk?
Miss Mika.
I don't want to talk to these crazy niggas. Why would she want to talk to us? We sound absolutely crazy in this conversation right now.
Mika, what say you?
She's probably busy. We historically she's recognized as a hero to some and a villain to others. That's the historical record. Academia would tell you she's a slaver. They have no problem using the words. They just will also explain why she did what she did, but they won't run from the fact that she's a slaver. Opinions run from the fact that she's a slaver. Because I can call her hero. Y'all won't call her hero. That's fine, but I understand, and it does elevate Sister Safa when you talked about her being a woman. To me, that does elevate it because I don't know the demographics at the time, but I think that was very impressive because she was fighting men. I think she was fighting her own brothers at certain parts. So
she was children. Killed the children.
So everything that she was able to accomplish was very impressive, and her means to do it was slavery. I'm just to see how I did that.
Yeah.
See how I can say like what she did, right? What she accomplished, why they revere her. She probably got a street somewhere, this and the other. But I promise you, Sister Safa, the motherfuckers that she sold into slavery for this altruistic goal don't give a fuck about her at all. So she could be a hero, but she ain't no hero to the slaves that she put on the ship in the transatlantic slave trade. She ain't no hero to them. And they're people too. They don't get no part of the history. How many people she put into slavery? You think they like, you know what? She's doing it for a good cause. Sign me up. No, she was a slaver, bro. They didn't understand. Y'all, you forget that there's a human economy in this too? So the people that she put on them ships most certainly look at her. They would listen to the academic record and the sentiment and say, hell no, she's a slaver. Because she is.
Hey, we picked the wrong side, is what they say.
But Brass, here's my only thing.
They definitely picked the wrong side.
Go ahead, Small.
No, I was just gonna say, if we say both things could be true, right? Then I don't get mad at niggas who pick the other side. Like I don't pick that side. You know, the hero side, the big up side, the this, that, and the other side. That's I'm just telling you, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if we agree both sides can be, I mean, both things can be true. You know, then we might as well move on to the next shit. You feel me? Like, because
that's what I said. This sounds crazy.
Like I don't think we're gonna move no further. You feel me?
No, this sounds crazy.
Yeah. She enslaved niggas. She was a slave, if that's what the fuck you want to call her. You feel me? But she also did some.
That's the part I don't understand, though, Small.
Yeah.
You say she enslaved people. You can call her a slaver if that's what you want to call her. So let me ask you this question. Hold on.
You gonna ask me about the then what?
Hold on, stay right there. So them people that walk around and that drive around in them little trucks with the bags with mail in it. Mm-hmm. When they get to your house and they take your mail out that bag and put it in the motherfucking mailbox, are we just saying they delivered mail and I can call them a postman if I want to?
I mean, I can get you, but we go.
No. This is just yes or no. No, because the reason why I'm saying is you thought you was bringing clarity, but you're actually making it more confusing when you say that. When you say things like she enslaved people in the transatlantic slave trade, and if you want to call her a slaver, you can. But I mean, ain't that like by definition? But you go to KFC
I don't.
for lobster.
Okay, let me change it. Let me change it. She's a motherfucking slaver.
I'm telling you to stay on your stance. I'm not here to change niggas' opinions. Stay on your stance.
No, because I think we get locked
in one mouth. You know what I mean?
We get locked in these conversations. I'm just telling you, it to add clarity. Yeah, she's a fucking slave by definition. Okay. Like, what do you want me to say?
No, I don't want you to say anything. It is what it is. I don't want you to. I'm not trying to get you to say some shit to make everything make sense. I'm just trying to figure out why you would say she was a slave. She sold slaves, and if we want to call her a slaver, that's the part I didn't understand. But you gave me clarity. I ain't trying to put no pressure on you like that.
And at the same time,
another reason why African Americans kind of celebrate her is kind of an esteem issue. They celebrate because she fought against one set.
What?
She fought against one set of white folk. So when you fight against white folk, black African Americans,
don't fuck it up though.
You just picked the most inflammatory thing you possibly say and say, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Before you said that shit, did you think like I'm gonna kill him with this one? What are you doing? This nigga said self-esteem, bro. Come on. Bro, I get no confidence, neither here nor there, or self-esteem from the story of Queen Nzinga. I swear to you, bro.
No,
Never
the
never
esteem
even
is
had the
no. Here,
conversation before I started talking to you crazy ass niggas.
Any of
yeah, when you have a
anybody, any of
victory,
y'all
when
ever
you have
went
a
to the
victory
African
of a
American
white folks,
Museum?
And it's a self-esteem.
it's an esteem issue.
Yeah, but you said African Americans, and I'm one of them, and I don't get that.
No, not your, not you. You're not like that, right? I'm just trying to tell you, like some black folk, when you beat white folk, when you get a win or over a white folk, they'll celebrate you, and that just excites them. It may not
Oh yeah,
excite
okay,
you.
that's not an argument. Yeah, that's not an argument. I loved Rosewood. I loved Rosewood at the end. You know what I mean? Okay, then you saying that, then yeah, I mischaracterized what you were saying.
Anybody been to the African American Museum and been to the ground floor of the African American Museum? What section
In DC, yeah.
is Inga celebrated at the African Museum? How many of y'all been there?
There's many museums.
How many of y'all been to the African American Museum?
There's many African American museums.
The
No, the
main one,
Smithsonian one, the national one.
the National
DC,
Museum,
talking about.
DC. How many of y'all been there?
Think about going there.
Go there. So I've been there. Make sure you take pictures. They have.
I'm going with y'all in November. I'm coming with y'all in November.
Yeah, we definitely going there.
And I'm a wild out in there. They gonna have to tie me down.
Oh man, I'm gonna get away from the crazy ass joke.
Soon as you take me to this single part, I'm zapping the fuck out.
Not gonna take
we get to put out that motherfucker.
Oh hell no. Let me finish my point though. Let me finish my point though. You have Queen Nzinga. They have her as a person that was fighting against colonialism, yo. So either museum curators don't know the history of this lady, either the academics don't know the history of the lady, but we claim to. So all right, yo, I'm gonna rest my case. I don't gotta argue no more. The history tells the story, yo. Everybody lying. No problem.
Nzinga's a colonizer. She's fighting against colonizing.
Nah,
She was colonizing. She was colonizing weaker neighbors around her, and colonizing tribes around her.
You drinking early in the morning.
Herself. She even sat on her own slave when the Portuguese was in her face.
Yeah, I give up.
She didn't sit on a white boy. She sat on a little black boy.
I give up, yeah. I give up. See, and nobody corrects this nigga. Nobody corrects this nigga right here. This nigga is no correction.
It's a one-on-one. We're waiting on you to say something.
No, ain't no one-on-one. Nah. You know, ADQ. When you made that point about how her shit is celebrated in certain military, West Point and shit like that. See, I know about that. Now I know you know. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Hey, Chief X, real quick. So wait, I asked it, why did they put her in the museum in DC? Right? That's the African American History Museum.
Yep.
Queen Nzinga is featured in the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C., because she has been adopted as a symbol of African resistance to European colonialism. Even though her full history includes her role in the slave trade. So why she's included, a symbol of defiance. Stories like the chair incidents have become iconic moments of dignity and resistance, connection to the African diaspora, Pan-African heritage. But here's number 4, though. It says selective storytelling. The museum's focus in history in the past is often on inspirational, empowering figures from African and African American history. Her participation in the slave trade is rarely front and center in public exhibits, allowing her resistance narrative to dominate. In short, she's in the DC Museum not because the curators ignore history, but because they are choosing to emphasize the symbol of her resistance, a powerful African queen resisting European domination over the full, morally complex truth of her rule. That's ChatGPT.
And I agree 100% with that. Because nobody leaves with Michael Jordan was a gambler. Nobody leaves with that in history, yo.
But what do African Americans, what is the key? I'm gonna ask you all a question. When we was talking about where do African American history starts at, right? And the young boys say in 1619, right?
Why is she even in the African American History Museum?
So
That's the question.
hold on.
You want to go ride back?
2019, then that
Yeah,
means that our
get that in a
history.
few minutes. If that's the case, we'll get that in a few minutes.
Huh?
Yeah, mute up, Smalls. He talking to his
Mute up,
kids.
Smalls. He talking to his children.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah. So if we say that, if we know that African American history over here, what starts African American history, right, is our sojourn to these lands. And if that started with slavery, right, then why would we celebrate a slaver? That makes no sense. There were many Africans who fought against Europeans, right? We can find some. I'm sure we can.
It's up to you, tasked with that. You go find them, yo. She the only one that won, yo. Everybody else got wiped out.
Because she sold niggas out. You know?
Yeah, she had the help of the Portuguese. That's why she won. They gave her guns.
There you go. There you go, Logic. Good point
I
there,
know
bro.
you
Where'd you read that at? Where'd you read that at,
I
Logic?
know you understand this.
What book you read that in, Logic?
That's what the
read
story is. That's what the story is saying. So basically, I'm just saying that he can read, but he only followed the narrative that what academia says is the narrative. Meaning he can't follow the context clues and come to his own conclusions about nothing.
There you go. You got me pegged.
Hey, Sister Sapa, check the chat. Queen Nzinga was beautiful. If this depiction of Queen Nzinga is true, I'm looking at the exhibit right now. If this is true, she's beautiful. It's amazing.
Hey, Brad, it's funny that you say that, because if it's that same bus, if it's the same bus that Chef had a picture of 4 years ago.
What you talking about?
With the rolls in her head, looking like a European. Look.
Right, here we go.
Like that?
No, it's in the I put it in the general chat. I'm reading the actual exhibit. That's the beauty of the internet.
Like a motherfucking African warrior.
She finally said you a hater.
To go.
That shit they got in the museum, that picture, she looked like somebody from Victorian England. She was a motherfucker. She looked like a motherfucking African warrior. Fuck out of here. With mud on her face and a spear in her hand.
She says, it's funny, look at the quote on this exhibit. It says, "I admit I am sickened at the purchase of slaves. But I'm assuming that says mum. I must be mum, for how could we do without sugar or rum?"
What? She made a poem?
I don't know what this is from. William Cowper. What the fuck is this?
Damn.
She was making rhymes about selling niggas?
You one of the
She got poetic behind that shit, huh?
No, it's from a guy. It's on the thing. It says when you first walk in, she's at the front of that part. So he wrote a poem about her.
Oh, he wrote the poem.
Yeah, William Cowper.
The spirit moved him.
I'm gonna be real though. Like, for me, I'm gonna tell you what I stand with it. To me, Queen Nzinga is a bad motherfucker. I like both are true. She's a bad motherfucker. Hear me out. Listen, she's ruthless. She didn't give a fuck. Sell a nigga. Buy. I don't give. Yeah, that's how she got down. There's plenty of other yeah, like it is what it is.
Was she a slave?
Napoleon Bonaparte was a bad motherfucker too, but he's not a hero to African Americans.
Yeah, if you
I don't know about the hero. Yeah, that's where it goes a little bit too far. Hero to African Americans. I mean, if you wanna, like, I mean, if it suits your fancy.
Like, get off my motherfucking phone. Don't call me, nigga.
I'm speaking to other niggas like.
Oh no, I wasn't talking to you, Small.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, I know this is your personal standpoint, but you can't. But you're right now. You're saying if I want to make what's your boy? Who was that king? Leopold III. If I want to make him a hero of African Americans, I could. That's kind of like what you're saying.
I'm not even doing it to African American. I don't like fuck all of that bullshit. I don't do that shit. Like I'm just saying, like Mao Zedong was a bad motherfucker. Like that. I studied him when I was in school. Like that was a bad son bitch. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't see what you're saying because one person's hero is another person's villain. She can't be everybody's hero.
That's my exact point. I'm not trying to make her like, but what I'm saying is, if a nigga wants, if that's who your hero is, that's who it is.
Y'all
you know what I mean?
Y'all niggas heroes need to be y'all parents, bro. Just leave it at that. Once y'all start going too far outside your house, you slip. You slipping. You bugging out. That's the problem. That's the thing right there. Elders. I'm so sick of that word.
If that's what niggas want to do, though, Brad. If that's what niggas want to do, like that's what they want to do. I'm not.
And then on top of that, hold on. I thought everything before 1970 got a pass. Is that what we doing right now? Or is that what the sisters have? Was that what you doing? Is this because of the time? Are we doing that? Is that the argument, or
it's always because of the time?
No, I'm just saying. Are we saying the?
But his whole argument is based on the environment that everybody was doing.
I'm just saying that what's the name? How you talk about him? Yeah, nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that shit crazy. It's Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, it's a circulatory argument. You just it's like, but once again, we're the ones that are somehow being narrow-minded. We're narrow-minded because we calling her. I don't know what y'all doing. I'm saying she's a queen. I'm saying she did what she had to do, and I'm also saying she's a slave.
Yeah, I'm not saying anyone narrow-minded. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying you saying that, Sister Son.
Oh, but it appears in this conversation, as well as the conversation that was had some years ago, is that people are just going to be on opposite sides of this. But I think it's just clear to me. It's just clear to say that she had a complex history, and that's that. I mean,
I'm cool with that. I've been cool with that. I think that's a great stance to take. But I know a museum ain't gonna tell you that because that ain't their job. A museum's job is to sell tickets and tell a story. You can't put her in the front of the museum and then right by when you say she had a choice. Because I just gave you the inscription on her thing or what it says. It's weird because on the museum it says her quote. What is the written thing? Hold on. The written thing, it says by 1626, blah blah blah, and then it says she converted to Catholicism. And then at the end of her thing at the museum, it says ultimately Queen Nzinga and her people faced a cruel choice: enslave others or become enslaved themselves. She is still revered today for her strength and courage. So when you put that in ChatGPT, it literally says they gave you the cruel choice narrative. Museums do this. Enslave others and become enslaved themselves frames her participation in the slave trade as an unavoidable moral dilemma, not an active political choice. This framing makes her seem like a victim of circumstances rather than a beneficiary of the system. The reason why we know that this is a selective omission is because it has no mention of how many captives she sold, estimated thousands annually at the height of her power, her military campaigns against neighboring African groups to capture more people for trade, and her integration of the Imbangala war culture, which was heavily based off raiding and enslavement. But why it's crafted this way is museum's goal is to inspire pride identified and connect African Americans to African history. The curatorial risk, the curator's risk, is a blunt Nzinga was a slaver statement might alienate visitors and clash with the exhibit's emotional arc. The result,
Repeat that again. Repeat that again.
Repeat what
that
again?
again. What you just said. The last.
The curatorial risk, meaning the curator of this exhibit. The risk is a blunt Nzinga was a slaver statement might alienate visitors and clash with the exhibit's emotional arc. The result of the museum's goal and the curatorial risk is a compromise. Acknowledge slavery, but rapid in inevitability, so she remains a celebrated figure. So you really can't use museums as a defense for Nzinga, because in the museum, that's not their job to give you the right. They're not gonna put her up as they're not gonna do that. That's not gonna sell tickets. And then if the whole emotional, if there's a meaning of an exhibit, like if you ever go to a museum, you can tell like some things. I'm gonna go to the Holocaust. Sometimes when you go to a Holocaust museum, it isn't the images that you'll see in maybe another exhibit. But in the other exhibit, they're trying to show you the brutal, harsh brutality of such and such. So they're going to show you all the crazy pictures, this, that, and the other, and it's going to stay there. Another one about the Holocaust might show the good moments, right? When the different pictures that get left out of, all of that. So if their arc is to celebrate her, they're not going to talk about it. So that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know what we're talking about now, but using the museums in these conversations don't make sense sometimes, because that ain't their job. Their job is not like, of course they're going to paint it rosy. They're trying to sell tickets. They're not going to tell you that she sold thousands of slaves. They're not going to say that shit.
Brass, to piggyback on what you're saying, I just did a video on what you just said last week. Because when Brother Reggie and Ankh mentions Sheikh Anta Diop in the Met Museum, and he has this display, they did it because they were doing construction on a part of the African American Museum, right? So they had a guy come together and put together a display in celebration of Sheikh Anta Diop. The museum clearly said they're not co-signing the information that they're saying about Sheikh Anta Diop. They're just allowing it, and they had no communication with the person who set up the display. So the museum does not always co-sign what is in the museum.
Yeah, it says how Diop is framed in museums. Focus on his contributions, not his controversies. He's also been featured at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in a very similar pattern to how Queen Nzinga is handled at the Smithsonian. Avoidance of the pseudo-label. His most disputed claims that ancient Egyptians were entirely Black Africans in a modern racial sense are not flagged as contested in museum context. They are presented as part of quote-unquote Afrocentric scholarship with no critique. The point is a symbol, a selective use of his work. And I get that, but like even when y'all like even shit like some of these arguments, they just when you say them, your defense is actually the shit that's gonna kill you. Youssef teaching at Cornell, you don't want to keep using that argument. Because when you start looking at his teaching and the facts in and around the lectures and how that went down at Cornell, it's not even used as like a celebratory thing. If you really look at it, like you're trying to say, when you say he taught at Cornell, well, he didn't teach at Cornell like a tenured professor would, because he wasn't tenured.
Thank you.
And he wasn't on faculty either. He was just a guest lecturer in programs that weren't vetted academically. So when he went in there, he was teaching Black Man of the Nile. That book is pseudo. He was in there for a symbol. He wasn't in there for them to learn something.
Right. He may came in there once a month to do a little lecture or some shit.
Yeah, but he taught at Cornell. You think I don't know the difference? You can fool niggas with words, but that shit is over with. You can't play. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And that's I said it while you was here. I'm gonna say it while we gone. Y'all could fall for that Uncle Tom shit if you want, bro. Sister Cypher, when you were watching that show and he said Uncle Tom, who did you think he was talking about?
So you're not going for it, huh?
No. Sister Cypher was watching the show. I went and watched it. When he said that shit, she said, go, Unc.
What was your question?
When he said Uncle Tom's last night, who do you think he was talking about?
I don't specifically know the names of the people who he's talking about, but what I took it as, and I agree with the sentiment. If you read my comment, is that, in my opinion, and I think I put this in the Discord before. I put a funny little picture of Uncle Ruckus, and I said that sometimes when you guys are doing this attack, that's the image that comes to mind, because I don't understand for the life of me why we just can't understand a balanced view and then move on.
Who did you think he was talking about? That was the question.
I don't know the names of who he was talking about.
Not specific names. Do you think he was talking about, like, when you put Uncle Ruckus, we knew who you was talking about. So when he said Uncle Tom, who do you think he was talking about?
Somebody over here, but names I don't know. Hold on, let me just say one more thing. Let me just say one more thing. When I saw the that video, I was had just come off of watching the one where you guys were talking about the cult conversation and stuff like that. But really, what I had in my mind was going back to the conversation with Dr. Akbar and how I feel like, yes, there is some Uncle Ruckus type behavior. So
I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate that you wouldn't do that and then come in and tell me that you were somehow talking about Chief X. I appreciate that. I'm not even angry about that. It's just don't play on my intelligence, bro. That's crazy, but I appreciate that, Sister Soft. And I hope I didn't put you in no kind of position or nothing like that. And I know that you think that we're exhibiting Uncle Tom behavior. I'm sure of it.
Not all of you. Not all of you.
I'm not. I don't even need a name. I'm just, don't gotta be a name.
It depends on the day. It depends on the day.
I get you.
So wait, Sister Safa, where you live at, Sister Safa? What state you in?
I'm in upstate New York.
Oh.
I think y'all got the wrong impression about what he's doing and what he's saying. Like for real, Unc told me this morning that Unc Dr. Ben is still his elder, right? Like he told me this morning.
How early this morning?
Maybe 10 minutes before I came in here.
So Logic, what's the problem? What's the problem with that? What is the problem with that?
Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish it right quick. So he also told me, right, that their information was basically so bad that they needed somebody like him to come along and fix what they said. Right. I want you to think about how crazy that sounds, right? Not another scientist to actually take what they did and fix it. They needed him to fix that shit. That's how bad it was. So we're sitting up here saying, we're sitting up here trying to convince him, right, that he need to let some of that shit go, while whole time in his head, like he actually do got a mission to keep all that shit alive. Like he may not say it directly like that, but that's what all that shit gotta mean. So he ain't gonna see it with no kind of rational eye or how bad it could be or how wrong that they was. No, he's falling into the narrative, right, that he has to keep all that shit alive. That's what that is. So what you about to say?
I was going to say, what is wrong with it if he is still having some sort of reverence or whatever for Dr. Ben? What is the real problem for this? Because we know today that he does not agree with everything, right? He said that before.
That Dr. Ben is linked to evolution.
But we know that Unc knows what he's talking about with evolution, right?
No.
No.
He doesn't.
Yeah, about the,
So let's get
he
off.
don't
Let's
got a
get off.
degree either, yo. He shouldn't have a tremendous handle on it. Okay, he reading it, but I mean, like
But
he
okay,
ain't better than the experts, right?
No.
let's get off Unc. Let's bring it a little bit closer
You
to
brought
all
up.
of our homes, right? So let's just say one of you guys' granny or my granny, maybe she was a madam, right? She was a madam. You guys all know what that means. And from those funds, that's how she financed all her grandchildren going to college. Now her grandchildren is doctors and lawyers and all sorts of stuff like that. Now, are you saying that would you still have this sort of critique and venom for your poor granny who did what she had to do to
Unc
put
ain't a
all?
poor granny.
How do we move off
And,
of? How did you say? How
and
did you
Unc
use the
sees
word?
the sign.
How did my
It's
grandma get tied up into what Unc
It's
does?
this How
Well,
did you
I said
say?
we're gonna
How
take
did you
it.
say? Let's get off Unc, and then somehow figure out that the next place we got to go is my grandma.
Because I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to make a
Yeah, but we
point
can't.
that
That
the
ain't. It's not a
people.
relative. It ain't relative.
Well, it should be, because you would, the same way you would not throw your granny under the bus because however she chose to feed her family and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes we're on the extreme side of just trying to throw away everyone in this
But see, here
certain
you go,
circle.
Sister Sapphire. It's not like, okay. So the thing about Dr. Ben is, Dr. Ben
It's funny.
intentionally lied, and he told multiple lies. So it's like at a certain point, his character came into question. So some people just like are totally done with him and retired him. Like
And
even
that's
his
fine.
children, his
Hey,
But
children
here's the
that's
got
other
about
fine.
part. Here's the other part,
That's
Sister
fine if
Safa,
you're
though.
done
Hold
with
on.
him. But what I'm saying is, what's wrong with people who still want to hold on to some morsel of whatever they think or however they think he was beneficial in his time?
Okay, hold on. Because those people. All right, I'm gonna answer your question. So a person can like what they like. It is what it is, right? But in the same token, if you're telling us, I didn't teach Francis Chris Wilson, who the hell would teach Francis Chris Wilson? Y'all the ones talking more about Francis Chris Wilson than anybody else.
You went out,
You
bro.
went out, Brad.
While he's coming back in, how many of you would throw your grannies under the bus?
Nobody.
I'm just messing with you.
I can't compare my relationship with my grandma to a relationship of a person who claimed to be a doctor and wasn't a doctor. I don't think that there's a.
So okay, well hold on. Let's make it even clearer then. What if your granny was somebody who was a witch doctor,
Can we take the
right?
grandma out of it? Can it just be a witch doctor? Can it just be a witch doctor?
With no logic, Sister Safa. You said somebody's granny or he was a hoe. That's what you said.
What? Well, I'm not. Well, I wouldn't say if that was my granny, I wouldn't be talking about, oh, granny was a hoe. No, she wasn't
No,
a hoe.
so look,
She was doing what she had to do to feed her family.
I'm gonna flush the whole argument out with you, right? So if someone's grandma was doing that, right, their grandma can use that money however she sees fit. Now, she actually hasn't done anything. Now, when she does, she said she'll come off her high horse and say, "I wasn't just a madam; I was also a doctor." But you know what I'm saying? So like that's where the egregiousness comes in. Like however grandma got her money, that's on her. You know what I'm saying? I would judge more about how she used the money than how she got the money. But if she in the process of doing all of that, if she like lying and scamming, like it don't excuse her lying and scamming. Just because like no, grandma would have been a scammer. You don't see that?
What I don't see is how you guys can't understand how someone would still hold someone in reverence. That's what I don't understand.
Well, we can understand some people, but it's not genuine with Ankh.
Well, Chief, why you know that that's not genuine?
Let me tell you why. Because Ankh took a stance on Dr. Ben, right? And then we started revealing information and more information and more information, and it became a debate about Dr. Ben. But Ankh finds it hard to come up off his stance once he's proven wrong, so he'll still do that. So sometimes it just be a ego thing, but he know better. So if it was anybody else outside of Dr. Ben, he would have been denounced them, because he don't, he's not for liars and people who's unscientific and people who's jiving and hustling, and he's not for that. But for some reason, for Dr. Ben, he is. So it's more of an ego thing, I believe.
Yeah, when it comes to Dr. Ben, he got all kind of way. He got all kind of outs. It was the Times. It was all this other stuff. It's
No,
crazy.
but my point though is when you say things like, when you're telling us that we're the reason why people are talking about Francis Cress Wilson at this point, I never adopted none of that pseudo shit. It just proves the point of that you're just picking the pseudos that you like. You're picking the pseudos that you want to. You're picking the pseudo, like what he did.
I think all of us can.
Hold on. You're picking the pseudo when you start saying things like, with this one and this one and that one. At some point, there's a critique. Now, here's the danger of it. You said, "What's the danger?" The danger is that Yusef, he'd be dead then, and when he died, that would just be it. And that would be the end of his legacy. He'd have his streets and this, that, and the other. But when you got the people that's calling themselves, quote unquote, the thought leaders now, and they're the ones still bringing this shit up. Like at some point, it's got to end, because you can't have it both ways. Two things can be true, but there's also the statement you can't have it both ways. You can't tell me that Francis Cress Wilson's pseudo is not as pseudo as this pseudo, but you the pseudo killer. You the guy that's the science advocate. You the guy that's saying that all pseudos, this, that, and the other. But then when we start naming them, how do you somehow say everything before the 70s don't count because it's an extreme response to an extreme situation? But then what about Farrakhan and them? What about somebody that had to? What about somebody that got to go to religion? If somebody got to go to religion because you're an atheist, fuck them. But
I guess the main point I'm trying to make.
No, do you understand what I'm saying? Before you tell me what you're saying, do you at least, am I making sense, or was that not clear?
I just really don't understand what this whole thing is, where the whole problem is coming in at. But I do want to say one thing is that I think all of us still have pseudo-isms in us, and we all probably have figures still to this day that we may have some respect for that are pseudo. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. And maybe we can go down the list on here and start, because if everybody on here is trying to say that they don't hold anyone in some sort of reverence, or even just that they like them, that is pseudo, then I would have a hard time believing that. So I'll start with myself. I am an ex-member of the Nation of Islam. I was there for 20-something years. However, and I'm not there now, but I will till the day I
said MGT power.
Yeah, right. Vanguard power, actually, Vanguard MGT. But what I will say is, till the day I die, I will still respect certain things about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan. And that's just what it is. And I could be a pseudo, but I'm gonna die with those liking or admiring certain aspects of what they did. So now, can we go down the list here? Anybody on here have any pseudos that they still sort of maybe can rock with or understand a little bit or something?
Yeah. So here's my
Hitler get a pass there based on y'all logic. Hitler gets a pass.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody I know is pseudo, but at the same time, everybody I know ain't acting like they're a doctor.
Yeah, but let me
everybody I know ain't.
No, you guys are saying you're not saying on planet Earth. You're getting off into Mars someplace. I'm talking about people that you know or have. I'm not just talking about Hitler. I'm talking about people that you know, anybody that you know and have studied and maybe have meant something to you, or maybe started you on your path to learning more or wanting to study different things. That's what I'm talking about. So
Okay, so
T-Pex, was you
let me piggyback off what you're saying, though, Safa. I get what you're saying, because, I like, you can say Malcolm X is a pseudo historian, but I love Malcolm X. I don't give a shit what nobody say. I love Dr. Khaled Muhammad. I don't care what nobody say, even though he touched upon a lot of pseudo history. But one thing the thing that bothers me in hindsight, like I was in what I consider the conscious community cult, but in hindsight, what bothers me and I should think about was Dr. Ben took African Americans to Egypt on tours for decades, right? Everybody's going to Egypt on tour for decades. Everybody's representing Egypt and everything. So I sat back and thought, just imagine if Dr. Ben or one of these elders was taking people on tours to West Africa for all these decades. All these African Americans would have some kind of pipeline or some kind of better relationship with their own ancestors in West Africa. So in hindsight, it bothers me that we took all this tour money, all these dollars, and gave it to a Caucasian nation like North Africa. And when I sit back and I think about all this wasted time and all this wasted money African Americans wasted going to Egypt, not wasted, I mean, you can go there, but, and then never, like some of these guys been to Egypt, but they never been to West Africa. When I had my 50th birthday party, I said, I'm not going to no goddamn North Africa. I'm going to my ancestors' homeland, and I went to Ghana. So sometimes I get mad in hindsight about all this time that nobody went to West Africa and they had their asses in Egypt.
Yeah, I think somewhere in there you might not be completely embracing the destructive power of some of the stuff that they said. I mean, they might be your personal favorite all day, but that doesn't change that your personal favorite might be. They might have views that line up with Hitler or other extreme people like that. Like, yeah, okay, like it's cool that you got him as your favorite, but let's not sit up here and ignore what it is that your favorite person is actually saying. Like that's more what I'm talking about.
He just a pseudo. Chef Rain, what you doing? You cutting hair, Chef Rain?
I don't give way to no racism, bro. None.
I have a bunch of pseudos that I still
Pseudo God, best.
Well, go ahead, Chef. I want to hear Chef. What you guys say, Chef?
I can name a pseudo chief. My mom, my dad, my grandmother, my grandfather,
everybody I know,
my son, my wife. Like I mean, we all excuse pseudos, but the key difference is when you know that they. But I know that they pseudo. So it's not. But when you trying to tell me that they not. Like that's the y'all don't. It shows me that we're listening to y'all. But I might have to stop listening to y'all to be clearer, because I'm listening to y'all and I understand what y'all saying, but y'all don't understand what we're saying. Hold on. My dad got, or I forget my name, one of my family's sick ass community. My pseudo or people that I'm comfortable with, this, that, and the other, they pseudo. Kyrie Irving is one of my favorite basketball players. He's a flat earther, a damn Hebrew Israelite.
He big
all
pseudo.
Kind of wild shit. Big time pseudo. But if he ever went on a tour and started preaching flat earth as a science, and he was a scientist, not a basketball player, and he started saying flat earth is real and started giving all this and the sky wall and all of that, he would no longer be my favorite basketball player. That'd be the end of it. Be a wrap. Now he can do that, you know what I'm saying, as a basketball player, because I know who he is. He's not presenting it as he has no qualifications. I know that. These are scientists. See, y'all you trying to remove it to some other pseudos. We're talking about scientists presenting cultural theory as science. If y'all ain't talking about that, then y'all ain't talking about what we talking about. Francis S. Wilson is a licensed psychiatrist passing off biology and genetics as science and using her credibility as a psychiatrist to do it. And when you say she's not harmful, Polite, Dr. Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, and Booker T. Coleman in 2024 and 25 are saying the same exact shit. How did it get from there to here if she didn't publish the ISIS papers and motherfuckers online wasn't talking that black superiority stuff? That's why it's dangerous. So there's a danger and it should be addressed. But when you address it, you get called to Uncle Tom. We got to start cleaning up all the white. Like, what do we do? Like, that don't make no sense. Then the deflection was, you got to go get 19 keys. Nigga, that's your job. You got a crew of niggas that love to hate on the young niggas that's trying to do the same thing them old niggas you trying to ignore. You ignoring the old niggas that spawn the new niggas. You don't even talk about them. Where the 19 keys show at?
Yeah, you got to go after the man with the weight, right? Like you got to get you got to go get the distributor.
How is a woman that sold 13,000 slaves a year?
Hold on, let's take it in there. He don't really say a lot.
I want to know how. I still want to figure this out. This woman sold 13,000 slaves a year. She's a hero. I don't get it.
No, we ain't even listen. It ain't going. I don't know if you heard the conversation earlier.
Crazy me. I heard everything, bro. If she's a hero, then the niggas she sold us to is heroes too. What the fuck? This shit crazy.
Yeah, there's no compromise on that. Hey, by the way,
my mama believed essential oils had some kind of power. I didn't know that. I said, Mom. I said, my mama's a pseudo.
Shit, hey, Chief. I just found out that my grandmother was in a cult for going to church. I just found out.
But Uncle ain't in the cult, and he a new wife.
Discord chats is just amazing.
I disagree with that. I don't consider religion.
I just found out.
That nigga walked away with a whole name.
Yeah, I gotta call her. I gotta call my mother and my grandmother and say, "Do you know what they doing to us down here?"
That shit crazy, man.
He walked out of there with a new name, a new education, but he wasn't in no cult. I got you.
Listen, y'all could do that.
Now this is
gonna work for me.
This is something else I don't understand. What you guys don't understand about this conversation. Now, anybody in here familiar with the Nation of Islam and its workings and stuff and its membership? Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you're going there for a couple of times to visit, you could be going there visiting for 6 months.
Let me get in there when she's done.
Until you have done your official joining, which means reciting all that stuff and writing your letter, you are not a member. You just been somebody there visiting. Now, I'm going to use Garfield as an example. Sometimes people get Garfield mixed up and they say that he was in the Nation. And that's not what he said. He said he was in orientation. So there's a difference between officially joining something and just being around and studying about it. So why don't you guys understand that he was not an official member?
No, so please let me say something.
That's not the same thing.
Please, come on, man.
Walk away with a name.
Hold on, please. I just want to say one thing. Sister Safa, I was right where you were 2 days ago. So I swear to you, I was the one cussing them out, talking about why y'all saying this, bro. And then I saw a video where he said he was on the camp for 5 years.
5 years. All right. So hold on. Wait,
you owe me an apology, Brad. You owe me an apology, Brad.
Wait, can I just get one?
Whoa.
Can I just?
Sister Safa, the man said I was in the Nuwapian camp for 5 years. He told me that he went same thing you said, a couple of times, a couple of lectures, and then literally said he went for 5 years and then bought a name from him. That's why it's that hard for these motherfuckers that's why it's hard to accept. Because the thing you saying out your mouth one time, which one is true?
But even after you guys heard,
you can go to the mosque take a Muslim name. You can go to the mosque for 5 years and take a Muslim name and somehow not be a Muslim.
Well, I think that he said that where he got the name from was some sort of another like attached organization or something. I think that's what he said, and that he paid money. Now, most of these times when you're in an organization, you don't have to pay money to get a name. So say I'll use myself for example. When I received the name Muhammad, you don't pay for it. You get the name, it's given to you because of certain deeds that you have done or something like that. So he said that he brought the name from some other clique or something that was
That's a different
associated.
organization.
Yeah, so it was not the
Yeah, they don't got the
Nuwapian.
same
Did you just skip
initiation.
over the fact that? Did you just
You're
skip over the
equating
fact I
that
said he went to
Nation
the
of
Nuwapian
Islam
camp for 5
and the
years?
Nuwapians are the same in their process of
Yeah,
membership.
their naming ceremonies aren't the same.
But you're not listening to what Unc said. Unc said that he got the name. He said, Chef, he said that he purchased the name from some other clique or something that was sort of somehow connected. It was
He
not.
say a lot of wild shit.
He was in a
So
subculture.
what? So the point, and also
He's a liar.
And also he had a professional on there who told him pretty much that no, you weren't in the cult. You were on the verge.
And that white
Can't believe Unc got Sister Sci-Fi this twisted up like that, bro.
Well, because I'm trying to get you guys to understand the difference between hanging around something and being in the membership. There's a difference.
So you're trying to explain to me the difference between hanging around in 5 years?
Listen, I can give you an example. I have served in many roles, official roles in the nation. I have served in many roles in the Nation of Islam, and we do have visitors sometimes that hang around for 1, 2, 3, 4 years before they decide to actually take that step. That's just what it is.
There's not. Listen, there's nothing.
Wait. Before you go,
listen. If I'm gonna get called to Uncle Tom for calling them niggas a cult, it is clear to me that them niggas is now a cult, bro. If you can't,
Nuwapians is a cult.
If you can't understand, like at this point, y'all just taking his word as just gospel. Like
we're not just taking his word.
That he's saying. You
he
just
also
y'all not
had the
listening
brother.
to the word.
Hey,
Y'all just
is the
y'all
nation a
just
cult to you?
listening to. Y'all not listening to what he's saying. What he's saying is bullshit. It's bullshit.
You guys are not listening. You guys are not listening to even what other people are saying. So the brother Chuck Morgan, he explained how the membership process is and all of that. And I believe even he said, and he's an expert in it. Even he said that. I think he will tell you that he was. Yeah.
No, I know. Was he in the cult too, Sister Sasha?
Yes, he was. He will tell you. I believe that.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was an official member, so he would. So he should know.
Why would I listen to him?
Because he can tell you the workings. He can tell you the workings of the cult and how it works. That's why you should listen to him. He's an expert.
He's a recovering addict, a recovering cultist. He gets great information.
But however, he knows the workings of it. Chuck Morgan knows the workings of it, and he would be able to tell you who is actually a member, what being a member means, and all of that. That's all I'm trying to say. It seems like you guys are not listening to what's being presented, and you're not understanding that just because you are a hang around doesn't mean that you was actually a member. You could be studying something for 5 years and not be a member. Do anybody understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we understand. We know what represented the spirit.
Jesus Christ. I don't even want to put this shit out. Shit is so crazy. I don't even put this shit out. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you can't study it for 5 years and then call yourself one of those people, and then later on go to retract it like that. I don't know about all that.
I thought he said, didn't he say?
Just like how you said with the members, though, right?
Logic. Everybody stop. Smalls been trying to talk for 15 minutes. Go ahead, Smalls. Just say what you got to say.
I mean, it's gonna sound stupid now because just
Just say
something
it, bro.
simple. Okay, I was gonna, yeah, you know, I was gonna say was if I could even fucking remember, Jesus fucking Christ, um, um, what I was gonna say is yeah, fuck it, I lost it, bro. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah,
No, it's all right.
yeah,
But what I
Go
was
ahead,
going
go
to say
ahead.
was like even in
yeah.
your example, Sister Safa, like the
I
guys
don't.
who are hang-alongs for 4 years, do you feel like they're outside of the Nation of Islam, calling themselves part of the NOI, or is it clear to them that they are not in the organization?
Well, let me just say one thing that I'm not trying to defend Unc, in case you guys
What?
think so. But what I'm saying is just to listen to what has been presented. So even I think Unc said that maybe at some point he thought maybe he was somehow kind of, people can think that they're in something until they fully understand it and know that no, I was not it. So even though people can come to the mosque or whatever for 20 years, if you ain't done these things, you're not a member.
Yeah,
But you got-
that's
You know
what I was
what's
gonna
funny
ask
though?
you.
You know what's funny though? We act like we're talking about being a member of a library with a library card. Well, I don't. Y'all keep using these words like member of a gym because you didn't sign up. If
That you
you
do have
go,
to
if
sign
you
up. That's what I'm
let
trying
me
to tell you.
let me finish. If you go to a camp, a Nuwapian camp, for 5 fucking years, and you buy a $20 name, and they named you after your parents named you, I don't give a damn what you say after. You in a cult, bro. Like, and I know. Listen, I know y'all got reverence for the man. Fine,
What? Wait a
but
minute. What man are you talking about?
at some point we don't need to like
What man are you
now
talking
we're
about?
having a silly, not a silly. And
Hold
then
on a
for
second.
20 years.
What
Hold on.
man are you? What man are you talking about that I have reference for?
Oh,
What man you talking about?
listen, if I okay, Sister Salva, you do have reverence for him. You do. You got respect for the man. So I know it ain't that easy for you to say the words, the nigga was a Nuwapian, because that brings up connotations of this, that, and the third, versus he was a Nuwapian, he was in a cult, he paid them niggas for a name, and now today he is who he is. That's like the same. It's like the two things can't be true. I don't gotta look at the man crazy. This is when I start looking at him crazy. When you say you was in a cult for 10 years, you've been telling the whole community you was an Iraqian. It's videos of you saying it. It's videos of you talking about you was an Iraqian. You was there for 5 years. You paid $20 for the name. You've been telling that. And then somehow on a show, you saying with this information that some guy gave you on a YouTube show, you feel like you wasn't in a cult, and then you get upset when people say that you was in a cult. But you've been saying it for 10 years. So pardon me if I can say, all right, well, look at him now. It's almost like it's almost like y'all don't get in real life their redemption story. Niggas do fucked up shit for a long ass time, and then they got a redemption story. So like, he just don't want none of the past to be true. Like none of it, even though he said it. So miss me with this thing of like, what it's not even terrible. And then the links that y'all go to defend this shit, church and the Dom Diversus, and y'all go to back 700,000 years to somehow this was a cult. Well, this is a cult. That's a cult. We know Nuwapian is a cult.
Yeah,
If you run around calling yourself Nuwapian, you were in a cult. If you run around paid for a name that they gave you, you were in a cult. If you are still calling yourself today, after that nigga got locked up, you still today have the same name. What are we? Well, like this ain't even a smart conversation. It's almost like y'all making up an argument just to make it up. He was in a cult. Okay, we can move past it. It's when you do the anger ain't that he was in a cult now. The anger is when you playing in my damn face telling me he wasn't. Or when you say the words, niggas who talk about Francis Cruz Wilson is some shit I cannot do. That's some Uncle Tom shit. And then somehow come in here and tell me you ain't talking about us. You know that? Like after a while, it becomes infuriating when you just think we just dumb. Like we just some niggas you could just say any fucking thing to.
No, I get what you're saying. Well actually you went many places. But I'm just gonna address the point about the Jesus Christ. Hold on. She's been eating all morning. Can you hear me?
Small high. You high as hell, Small.
Uh-huh. Off and on.
No. Someone was talking to me in the background.
No, but you still high. You've been smoking joint after joint. It's all good.
Well, what I was gonna say is as far as I'm trying to word this like
just make it plain, baby. You're gonna lose it. Make it plain so it's clear.
Well, y'all go ahead.
No, I think you was about to try to you were gonna try to protect Unc a little bit. What were you about to say, Smalls? Get it out.
Yeah, that's why you keep losing it, because you're trying to jade it. Just say it.
Because I know it ain't nothing but push.
What's her name?
No, I'm not actually trying to protect him, but you guys, go ahead.
Do y'all know why I'm clear? Because I don't play no games. I'ma just say what it is. So my shit gonna come out clear. Y'all gonna know my stance. Like, just be like, why everybody got jump? The jumping through the hoops is crazy to me. Like we making analogies and.
I'm not jumping through any hoops. I'm just saying with the information that was provided, are you guys saying that if Unc said 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I was a Nuwapian, and then he comes back and says, after learning more, I have figured out that I was not an official member of the Nuwapian. Are you guys saying that you don't accept that?
That's if you go ask him. If you go ask that person who made all that shit up. If you ask me, I'm gonna say he was in the cult.
Once Polite got convicted, niggas start backing off the Nuwapian shit big time, more so than before.
No, that makes
people don't want to be associated with that shit once Polite got convicted.
That makes more sense. That makes full sense to me. That makes full sense when you say, no, now that Dr. York went to jail, you know, that shit. Because remember, this is also the person, this is South Carolina. I've never heard it described by this by nobody other. That was the cool shit to do at the time. Them was the cool niggas.
Well, I didn't know nothing about that, but you guys still didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question.
Wait, what was your
question?
So
are you saying, my question was for all of you guys, if a person says that they was this, that, or the third, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and then they come back to the public and say, oh, I thought this is what it was, but I was not really a member. Are you saying you can't accept that?
Okay. No. My answer is no. Hold on, Chief. My answer is no. Because here's the challenge, right? My answer is no. In this specific case. So this is not like all other cases. That argument won't work. In this specific case, me and you both thought exactly what you said in the beginning, and then I could accept it. Yeah, I only went to a couple of meetings, you know, couple of this, and this, that, and the third. And then somebody told me, would I leave my kids there? And I said, no. Okay. But then when you find out later that you think that's the only part of the participation. I was where you were. But then when you find out him from his own mouth saying, I was in the Nuwapian camp for 5 years. And then on top of that, I paid $20 so they could name me. And his name is still the name that $20 he bought and paid for. And then you telling people for 10 years that you was in a cult, and the best you got, he told that guy the same story. He didn't tell that guy that he was going there for 5 years. The guy that gave him this enlightenment, Sister Safa, because I saw the video yesterday. The guy that gave him this enlightenment, it wasn't motherfucking, he didn't tell them the 5 years that they named me. I've been saying, he didn't say all of that. He just said the same thing he told me and you. He just went a couple of times. I did a couple of lectures, and that's that. He didn't say he went there for 5 fucking years, and then they named him.
Let me answer.
He didn't say that. So when you telling me that the guy absolved him of his cultness, he didn't even tell that guy the truth. Like we all like to do, but he lied. He just lied, Sister Safa. What you want? What you want from me?
No, let me answer Safa. Let me answer Safa. I hear you, Brad. So here's the thing, though. People be lying and double talking. People got to be careful believing, right? So people make claims like, I have no problem admitting I got the tattoos to show it. I should think I was related to the ancient Egyptians. That's just something I believe. Now today, a lot of these cats will act like they didn't think that. They're front. I didn't think I was a descendant of ancient Egyptians. And then you show, I got to show video of Ox saying his DNA is Magi and Egyptian and Ethiopian and shit. So people be double talking and lying and don't admit what they was into in the past. So this just be lies and double talk.
That's
all these niggas in the community. Most of these niggas thought they had something to do with the ancient Egyptians. They Aztecs still teach these are our ancestors in 2025.
Who's saying that? That's what the problem I have from people, because they always saying that other people think they're this and not really, and it's not really true.
What you mean?
Every single elder introducing all of the elders.
Chief, hold on. Let her get her shit out. She ain't saying nothing all day. Let her talk.
Yeah. No, like he knows what every single people feel or thinking or whatever. I don't get when people do that.
She's referring to me. That's why I'm responding.
We know it's on. He said it multiple times.
She's referring to me, and I got everybody on record. So I don't make up nothing on nobody. Every single elder in our community taught that we are descendants of the ancient Egyptians. They have videos saying from the Nile River to the Niger River to the Potomac River in America. They're saying that all the elders saying that they went west and dispersed, and us West Africans are descendants of them. This is what they've taught forever. I just listened to Dr. Ben yesterday. I'm putting something together. I listened to Dr. Ben yesterday teaching at Morehouse College, telling all the Morehouse College that these are your people. This is what they've always done. I don't know why people have short memories.
Well, anybody we know, who else was saying that?
Reggie
Dr.
said it. Dr. Esau. I got him on video. I'll post the video to this Discord.
Okay.
Dr. Esau.
That shit, because I never heard it.
Sanetter.
That's crazy, y'all. I never heard that before.
Me too. I never heard it, so I want some proof.
But that be the problem, though, Mika. You feel me? Because the contention always come, right? When, y'all will give us pushback, right? And we tell you that, these niggas say, and y'all say, well, I never heard it. But the pushback always come to us. And the only thing we get from y'all is, I never heard it.
Y'all the one who's saying that's the person doing it. So show us.
Right. So it's like y'all don't even know enough of of the conversation to always question us. And then when we tell you that them motherfuckers do it, y'all say, I ain't never heard them do it. And then y'all leave it at that.
Well, I'm not leaving it like that. Show me so
I
I could be like,
have
okay,
multiple videos. I have multiple videos. I've showed it over and over. You're very young. I'm 55 years old. I know what the community been doing. Listen to me. Let me teach you.
I don't want to be your cult.
Hey, you sound like an indoctrinator right there.
That's why I said that video that Chief X dropped last
you sound
night.
like a
People
motherfucker.
should watch.
You're indoctrinator. Right you said, you are young. I am old. Let me teach you. That shit sounded crazy.
That was kind of cultish.
I think a Chief X put on this motherfucking hat before you said that. Let me get my
I
hat.
understand what he's saying in a sense. The video that he dropped last night was informative. So it does. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so the video that Chief X dropped last night, it does go through a little, it's kind of funny, but it goes through all the people in the community that have been teaching this whole Egypt business. So like I said, I think that would make for some good content for you guys to maybe clip up and, do some shows on that.
I'm definitely gonna check it out for sure. Be first Chief X video I've seen in a minute. I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Nah, it's a good video, but I ain't focused on Shaka Amos and all them niggas. I know who I'm looking at right now.
Well, there's quite a few people in that video. I think it's probably about 15 people in that video.
Yeah, I know. I ain't talking about
Chief X speak to it, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I did like the one guy. Damn,
Dr.
what was the he was in the beginning of the video. He was talking to the kids with the stage behind him. Damn, I could pull it up, but he sounded like he was cooking with some grease. He was cooking with a little bit of grease.
Dr. Collins.
Dr. What's his name? I looked
It was
him
some
up.
guy named Dr. Collins. Maybe you talking about.
Spell it. I mean, say it again.
Dr. Carr.
Yeah, Greg Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like some of the stuff he was saying, and I looked him up. He seems to be official. I don't know why he hang around them devils, but he seemed to be pretty official.
Devils, you crazy.
He ain't have a lot of smut on his name. I don't even know why he was in the video, because it seemed like the whole narrative of the video was fake Afrocentrism. And that's not what I was listening to him, and I looked him up. His record is solid. Pause. So,
hey, Brad, if he ain't Autodidactic gang, we don't want him.
Yeah, yeah. Don't. Miss Sister South, I already know what she doing. She tried to send us. She like, don't look at that self-taught dude right there. Look at him. Don't talk about
Sister
him.
Safa.
No, hell no.
Sister Safa, I wanted to know, Sister Safa, do you think the Nation of Islam is a cult?
Oh, most certainly.
Yes. But, I might not be the right person to ask, because I agree with Gullah on this, is that all religions started off as cults, and then they kind of moved on once they gained momentum, once they gained more followers, all of that stuff, and became established. That's when it became a religion. So the only difference between a religion and a cult is that a religion is accepted culturally. It's more mainstream. That's the difference.
So one of them is sanctioned by the state, and one of them isn't. That's what you're saying.
One of them is kind of like approved. It's mainstream. So being
that's
a
what
Muslim,
I mean by sanctioned by the state. It's state approved.
So Christianity, Judaism, Islam, those are accepted. They have been made to be accepted parts of the culture and parts of the way people think about God and stuff. So that's
You said the only difference between a cult and a religion is what?
I think we read the definition yesterday.
No. I said what you said. I ain't talking about the definition. I'm saying, what did you just say? No,
every religion starts off as a cult.
I agree. I agree with that, and that's what academia says. But then you said the only difference between a cult and religion is what?
Is they are more mainstream. They have been accepted.
They've been accepted. That's what I was saying.
They've been accepted, and they have more followers. They're supposed to have more regulation or more, all that sort of stuff. but it's accepted in the culture. So that's what makes it the difference. But yes, definitely the Nation of Islam, in my opinion, is considered a cult.
Do you think when I went to church on Sunday, did I go to a cult meeting?
I think you guys are I think you're misunderstanding.
No, I'm just asking.
And if,
I'm just asking. You said you agreed with Gullah. You said you agreed with Gullah.
I agree with certain aspects, and what I just said, if everybody heard that, you would understand that going to church on a Sunday in our society and in world religions today, Christianity is no longer considered a cult because it is wide, it's accepted. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get that, but I'm just asking.
Can I ask you a
when I
serious
went to
question?
church no, I'm just saying. I just want to know if when me and my grandmother went to church, and my mother and my wife, we went to church on Sunday. Did we go to a cult meeting or did we go to Sunday service?
Well, according to academia, you went to a church service.
Okay.
Now, if you ask me, I personally believe that all religions are cults, no matter what it is. It's all a cult.
So you picking and choosing when you use academia?
Well, yeah, but make sure you understand the difference.
Yes, I'm cool with that.
No, hold on, because you guys don't listen to the full context. Now, when I say I'm using academia, that means that I'm standing on what they're saying. However, my own opinion and feelings, that's a different thing. Okay, so that's the difference. But yes, I'm rocking with academia, but my feelings about it is that it all is a bunch of, it all can fit in the same category to a degree. That's just my feelings.
Yeah, I can respect that. No, your feelings is, and that's all we all in here doing is sharing opinions. But I just, like I said, it's just when they start changing academia, the starting off as a cult in the historical and sociological sense, yes. But but part of the thing, we can call it mainstream. That's fine because we all understand the words. But it begins to leave a cult in the anthropological and sociological view when a religion stops being seen as a cult when it gains large-scale membership, social legitimacy, and generational continuity. Born into it versus newly converted. Once these happen, it's labeled a religion instead of a cult. So I'm cool. Like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that too. Yeah.
How old are you, Sister Safa? How old are you, Safa?
You trying to indoctrinate you, Sister Safa.
Let me say, I've been.
You already got where you live, Sister Safa.
Hold on, right?
I ain't worried about that.
You already told them where you live now.
I'm not worried about that. I'm down with T-Fex with the the gun rights. So I'm not worried about that. But I'll just say I've been around back in the Amara Squad days when they was trying to battle my homeboy at the time, Dr. Wesley.
Who was in the Amara Squad? Who was in that? Who was in the Amara Squad?
But I'm 51. I'm 51 years old.
Okay, you grown.
Safa, who was in the Amara Squad?
It was Smash. I think Wuja. I'm not sure if he's one of the founding members. But Asar.
Wuja was in there. Wuja was in the Amara Squad.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
No, Wuja the same dude that was the paralegal for Dr. York.
Yeah.
Who else was in that group?
It was 3 sisters, I think, originally at the time.
Sister
Sanjeti.
No, hold on. I want to get a clear roster. So start with Wuja, the paralegal for Dr. York.
Let me give me a clear roster.
So give me a full roster. I just want to know who was in that group.
So we got Sanjeti.
Wujao.
Hold on, y'all all talking at the same time.
Wujao, Asar, Sanjeti, Sister Naya, Black Panther, or AKA Ben. Asar. That made it.
Okay.
What about Dr. Mayat? Or did she come on later?
No, she was never an Amara Squad member. I used to try to claim
Dr. Mayat?
You know, she was. You're right. She was a lightweight member too. Yeah.
She was a member. Say it again.
You said Unc was in the Amara Squad?
Yeah, he was
most of it together.
Started it.
Oh,
I'm the cult leader.
okay.
Well, I'm not
It's
going
the
to say the
cult.
cult leader. He was the one who got them together. I'm not going to say cult leader because the
So how long
Amara
you
Squad was not a cult.
No, it was not a cult.
You guys are
Hey,
hilarious.
Joe.
Boy,
Hey,
that's
Joe.
this nasty word.
Hey,
Because
Joe.
y'all, on the Rock Squad was
Well,
a cult, I said. So, because you know what's crazy about this is, and I guess I'm just small. You got to mute your mic. That's why we mute you, bro.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Mute that nigga.
Yeah, nigga just asking. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas be like, why do I mute you? Then y'all got wild ass shit going on in your house.
Silence that nigga, man.
Let's see. This is my question. So Wu Jia was the paralegal for Dr. York. Wouldn't admit that he did whatever he did. Most prolific child predator, and then somehow he the one to start groups with.
Hey,
now wait a minute.
Wu Zhao was in the Wapian movie.
Yeah, he was a real Nuwapian. He was
Yeah,
a
so he the one.
card
So when
carrying
you look
member.
around for
Yeah,
members,
he
he
was
the first
in
one you start with.
what?
Well,
When
when
you
they
look around
started,
for members, like I'm about to make this group and we about to go do this thing, and you start going over the resumes of, yeah, we're gonna get this guy for that, and he knows this and he knows that, and then this guy, yeah, he cool, but he was the paralegal for Dr. York and still won't admit that Dr. York was one of the worst child predators in history. But yeah, let's add him too.
you heard Wu Jia say that Dr. York wasn't
They did.
guilty.
I didn't. No. They did.
I heard everything y'all
They
said
did.
about
I
that.
didn't. I didn't hear it myself. They did though.
Chief
They've asked him.
X, you heard.
And he still won't admit the shit.
Wu Zhao in the breast is right. Wu Zhao won't admit he won't give a stance. He can't just come out and say, yeah, he was a prolific pedophile. He can't say that.
Now I'm gonna have to ask him that as soon as I get off here. I'm
You putting that on Wu Zhao? Pedophile? What are you saying? You putting that